All the way from Kanyakumari has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है। लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है।
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram. There is a cavalcade of people. There are about 20 vehicles which are all proceeding before his padayatra that you can see. Along with Rahul Gandhi, you could also see some of the key Congress members.
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है।
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है। लखनऊ कमिश्नर खुद एक फ्लैग मार्च को हेड कर रहे हैं और इसके साथ साथ तकरीबन 10 थानों की जो फोर्स है वो उनके साथ यहाँ पर चल रही है। पुलिस के साथ साथ जो आरएसएफ के जो जवान हैं वो भी जो लखनऊ के संवेदनशील इलाके हैं चौक से लेकर के नखास होते हुए बाजार खाला तक जो रास्ता जाता है वहां तक ये फ्लैग मार्च निकलना है।
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी।
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे मामले को लेकर हाई कोर्ट का रुख करेगा।
People who are coming here to offer prayers, they are saying that very soon their sentiments would be respected and a grand temple would be constructed.
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
फैसला बहुत अच्छा, कोर्ट का सम्मान करते कोर्ट ने फैसला दिया है, इसलिए मंदिर हमारा था, मंदिर है।
Welcome back. Now, late Queen Elizabeth II's coffin will reach London today amid lying in ceremony, state ceremony ahead of the funeral. The coffin will depart from St. Cathedral and will be flown to London accompanied by Princess Anne as well, the Queen's only daughter.
With a heavy heart, the citizens of London will bid adieu to late Queen Elizabeth II during the lying in state ceremony. Her Majesty the Queen's coffin will depart from St. Giles' Cathedral for Buckingham Palace today. The Queen's coffin will be flown from Edinburgh to London accompanied by Princess Anne, the Queen's only daughter. The coffin is expected to arrive in London shortly before 7 p.m. as per London time. It will then travel to Buckingham Palace where it will be met by the King and Camilla and other members of the royal family. A guard of honor found by the King's Guard will receive the coffin, which will be taken to the bow room and watched over by a rota of chaplains. Before returning to London, King Charles and Queen Consort will meet Secretary of State for Northern Ireland along with other party leaders. Her Majesty's coffin will depart in a Royal Air Force aircraft from Edinburgh Airport, arriving into a RAF Northolt. At Edinburgh Airport, the coffin will be conveyed onto the aircraft by a Royal Air Force bearer party and a guard of honour will be found by the Royal Regiment of Scotland. There will be a royal salute as the coffin arrives. The band of the Royal Regiment of Scotland will also be present on the apron. As the aircraft leaves, the guard of honour will give a final royal salute. The band will play one verse of the national anthem. The guard of honour will present arms on the arrival of coffin and remain in that position until the state hears has departed the airfield. Agency report, Republic TV.
A very short break, more news to continue. News breaks on the other side. It's TMC versus BJP March fight now.
Worship Act argument that had been given many times by the Muslim side has been rejected by the court.
The NIA carrying out raids across 50 locations in different parts of North India. These raids are being carried out in Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and the Delhi NCR region in cases that have been registered against various gangs who are believed to be operating in the north. These gangs, of course, are also connected to extortion rackets, drug peddling and other organized crime activities.
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है। लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है।
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram. There is a cavalcade of people. There are about 20 vehicles which are all proceeding before his Padayatra that you can see. Along with Rahul Gandhi, you could also see some of the key Congress members.
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है।
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है। लखनऊ कमिश्नर खुद एक फ्लैग मार्च को हेड कर रहे हैं और इसके साथ साथ तकरीबन 10 थानों की जो फोर्स है वो उनके साथ यहाँ पर चल रही है। पुलिस के साथ साथ जो आरआरएफ के जो जवान हैं वो भी जो लखनऊ के संवेदनशील इलाके हैं, चौक से लेकर के नखास होते हुए बाजार खाला तक जो रास्ता जाता है वहां तक ये फ्लैग मार्च निकलना है।
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी।
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे
are on the volatile situation in West Bengal as the BJP declares a challenge march. Big focus on the nation's hottest political story. It is the BJP versus the TMC march fight now. The DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers are raided. Big row over Yaqub Memon's glorification. Shinde hits out at the MVA, calls Uddhav an anti-national agent. Massive embarrassment for the Congress party. Shoes and slippers are hurled at Rajasthan minister's rally. Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us on Republic TV. You're watching Live and Breaking. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. We begin with a mega showdown that's brewing in West Bengal as the BJP and its cadres make their way towards Nabanna. It's the Nabanna Abhiyan that the BJP seems to have undertaken. It's a rally that's being taken out to protest corruption within the TMC government. What we are being told right now, of course, is that there are going to be 7 trains that have been hired to bring party members and supporters from different parts of West Bengal to join the Nabanna Abhiyan. Now this, of course, takes place even as the key leaders from the BJP will be leading each of these contingents that march towards Nabanna. Heavy deployment of security forces has been made along the way to ensure law and order. The TMC, of course, is putting in place a large number of policemen to make sure that they can contain the situation. Bhaskar is reporting live from Havra. and joins us right now. Bhaskar, good morning. Bhaskar, give us a sense of what's happening around you. The BJP, of course, is aiming to be able to get a large number of people to Nabanna.
Good morning, Nupur. Yes, absolutely. And BJP, while the BJP leaders are aiming to take as much as their workers towards Nabanna, and on the other hand, the police and the administration already created barricades in different parts of Kolkata. And right now, I'm just in front of an exceptional barricade made by the police and the authority. And as we can see, that the iron structures have been put up on the road. And the BJP workers who will try to reach Nabanna, the administrative headquarters from Satragachi, Howrah, they will be stopped here. And I would like to ask my video journalist Mohit to show the pictures, the all over pictures of ground zero. And right now, as we can see, a huge number of police personnel deployed here, and the rough parties deployed. The water cannons had been brought by the police authority, and already Howrah Police Commissionerate and Calcutta Police denied permission of this Nabanna Yagyan, which is against the corruption, and law and order situation and lawlessness in West Bengal, organized by the main opposition party in West Bengal, BJP. And I would like to show you, Nupur, the whole scenario here in Satragachi. I am at the right in the epicenter of this ground zero, and I would like to show you 3 water cannons already been placed just ahead of the barricades, and one anti-riot vehicle had been put up just ahead of these water cannons. And huge number of police personnel is now present, and many police personnel will be deployed in different parts of city, in different parts of Kolkata and Howrah, to ensure that no BJP workers would reach Nabanna. And in Satragachi, the leader of opposition, Shubhendu Adhikari, will lead the march. And on the other hand, from Howrah Maidan, BJP State President Shukanta Majumdar, and from College Square, BJP's National Vice President Dilip Ghosh will lead the march towards Nabanna. And as the BJP leaders are clearly stating that they will not hold back.
Right.
They will try to reach Nabanna, which is the administrative headquarters in West Bengal. And,
right.
And obviously, Nupur, there will be chaos. When the BJP leaders will try, when the BJP workers will try to reach Nabanna.
Now, Bhaskar,
from different parts of West Bengal.
Now, Bhaskar, the West Bengal police, we understand, has declined permission for this rally, saying that they fear that law and order could get out of hand, and hence permission has been denied. Now, can you tell us more in terms of the reasons that have been listed by the West Bengal police? And you were, of course, showing us the security arrangements that have been made so far. But is there perhaps anticipation of things going out of hand when these workers actually march towards these places?
Well, Nupur, obviously, and let me tell you one more thing. The Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, she is in Midnapur. She is not in Nabanna, and although she will be not in Nabanna, but the police arrangement, the police and the senior officials are anticipating a huge turnover of BJP workers towards the Nabanna. And the main 3 points in College Square, in Kolkata, in Howrah Maidan, in Howrah, and in Satragachi. In these 3 places, massive BJP workers will join here, and 3 different marches will lead towards Nabanna. And as the BJP leaders are claiming, they will reach Nabanna at any cost, whether it will be a tear gas, whether it will be water cannon used to stop them, but they will reach Nabanna, the administrative headquarters, by any means. And for that, the police personnel have been deployed. And as I was showing, and I would like to show you again and again, there was a huge number of police personnel deployed. At least thousands of police personnel will be deployed here in Satragachi, and also in the other 2 places where the march will begin. And different barricades had been set up by the police personnel and the RAF forces, the rapid action forces. They have been brought in here. And also the water cannon, the anti-riot vehicle, Vajra, also been placed to ensure that anticipating a huge turnover of BJP workers towards Nabanna.
I think
the
some,
police
even as you're reporting, stay with us, Bhaskar. I think there are some detentions that are already being made. These are live visuals that we are getting for our viewers. I think police action is already beginning to take place at several locations in West Bengal, as the police is out in large numbers to try and restrict this rally. So we were, of course, on our screen seeing those pictures of how some of these BJP workers are already being detained. Bhaskar, any update that you can share with us on that?
Well, Nupur, as per the BJP leaders, many BJP workers had been detained yesterday while they were trying to reach Kolkata or in Howrah to participate in this Nabanna Abhiyan. And also, from today morning, in different parts of West Bengal, some of BJP workers had been detained by the police, as per the BJP leaders. And the BJP leaders are claiming that in different parts, at least thousands of BJP workers in each and every district had been detained from railway stations, from bus stoppages, and police is trying to ensure that BJP workers, no BJP workers can reach from the distant districts in to Kolkata or in Howrah, and that's why they are continuously looking for BJP workers who is trying to reach Kolkata or in Howrah to participate in Nabanna Abhiyan. And as we are getting the live visuals and exclusively first on Republic, that many BJP workers had been detained by the police much ahead of this Nabanna Abhiyan. The official timing is at around 1 p.m. But as of now, there is plenty of time left to start this Nabanna Abhiyan. But already police started detaining BJP workers, and as we are getting the visuals, and also the BJP leaders are claiming that that many people right. had been detained. Some of them had been arrested, and later they have been released. And now from today morning, in some parts of West Bengal, many BJP workers have been detained by the police. Nupur.
Absolutely. As Bhaskar, of course, is pointing out, pictures that we were showing you earlier were from Raniganj railway station, where workers who were leaving for Nabanna were being detained by the police. Now, those pictures on your screen, I think, are from Raniganj, where you can see police essentially acting against these BJP workers and detaining them already. I think... All right, I'm still trying to... All right, on the phone line with me is Agnimitra Paul from the BJP. Agnimitra Paul, thank you very much for speaking to us on Republic TV. Give us a sense of what your plans are. Now, the government, of course, says that they fear violence, and that is why the police has denied permission for these rallies.
Actually, Mamata Banerjee, she is afraid of BJP. Last time also when we had Nabanna Abhiyan, she had fled in the name of sanitization. Nabanna was having sanitization, she wasn't there. That was the excuse, and this time also she has fled, because this time all the more, her government is, is such a corrupt government that the people of Bengal has come to know about it. Each and every person, from leaders to the workers, are involved in corruption. She has been using the police and the administration against this, rally that we are having today. It's a huge rally, and from last afternoon, police has been stopping BJP workers from boarding the train, from boarding the bus, especially from North Bengal. We had booked 3 trains. We had booked with our money. And these West Bengal police had entered the station, and they forced and arrested our BJP workers, and they didn't allow them to get into the train. Now, how come West Bengal police enter stations and arrest BJP workers in the name of not having a ticket and in the name of not having permission? This government never gave us permission for any program. Even if we have a blood donation camp, they never give us permission. So how do you think that BJP is holding such a big rally, pan-Bengal, where commoners are joining this rally today. And Mamata Banerjee will be giving us permission, and Mamata Banerjee's police will be giving us permission. So they have made all efforts today to stop the rally, to stop people from coming from districts, and then they want to say that people didn't gather. People weren't there. There was no gathering. People don't support BJP. This is the excuse that they are going to give. But from yesterday, police have started torturing us, going to each and every leader's house, threatening them, forcing them not to come for the rally.
All right, Agnimitra Paul, thank you very much for joining us. So Agnimitra Paul over there saying that the police is trying to stop their workers from reaching the rallies. Let me go back on the ground to Bhaskar. I think Bhaskar. All right, I'm going to come back to you, Bhaskar, in just a bit. But Mr. Dilip Ghosh also on the phone line with me. Mr. Ghosh, good morning. We are seeing pictures that are coming in from various parts of West Bengal. There's a huge police deployment, and the TMC government, in a sense, says that they fear that there could be violence, and that is why the police has actually denied permission for this rally.
देखिए, लोकतांत्रिक आंदोलन सरकार के खिलाफ है, सरकार की परमिशन नहीं होती, तो हम उनको नोटिस दिए हैं, हम आने वाले हैं। आप जहां सेक्रेटरीट को हम घेरने वाले हैं वहां आप घेरिए, 144 है, उसमें आपके अधिकार है। लेकिन गांव से 600 किलोमीटर दूर से कोई कार्यकर्ता आ रहा है, कल शाम को उसको उठाया है, स्टेशन आने के लिए रोका गया। स्टेशन में जो ट्रेन हमने बुकिंग किया है वो ट्रेन में चढ़ने मना कर रहा है, रात भर कार्यकर्ता को उठा रहे हैं। आज भी सुबह से जहां जहां लोग स्टेशन आ रहे हैं, ट्रेन आ रही, बस आ रही है, सबको रोक रहे हैं। जो कलकत्ता पहुंच चुके हैं उनको रास्ता में रोका जा रहा है। क्या समझ के रखे हैं? लोकतंत्र क्या खत्म हो गया बंगाल? आप लूट करेंगे लोगों को, गरीबों का पैसा लूटा है, उनका राजनीतिक अधिकार को लूटा है, महिलाओं की इज्जत लूटी गई है। ये सबके खिलाफ हम आंदोलन कर रहे हैं, विरोध कर रहे हैं। समाज की जो इच्छा है उसको हम प्रकटीकरण कर रहे हैं। आप उसको हमको रास्ता में उतरना नहीं देंगे, और दिल्ली में कुछ होता, ममता बनर्जी खुद उतर जाती है रास्ता में। इस प्रकार नहीं चल सकता है। लोकतांत्रिक देश में हम आंदोलन करेंगे, आप पूरा शक्ति लगाइए। डरी हुई है सरकार, हजारों की पुलिस बल, 100 IPS ऑफिसर कलकत्ता में लगाए हैं। आसपास का जिला से जितना भी वाटर कैनन से लेकर टीयर गैस सब लेके आके हैं, जमा किया है। लगता है युद्ध शुरू हो गया है पाकिस्तान के साथ।
Mr. Ghosh, is it true that you've also been stopped from moving out of your residence? Can you confirm that for us?
मैं अभी भी रेजिडेंस में हूँ। मैं सुबह से निकला था, स्टेशन गया था, जो कार्यकर्ता आ रहे हैं हाजिर उनको स्वागत किया है। हो सकता है हमको, हमारे और नेताओं को घर में वो लोग बंद कर सकते हैं, ये उनकी अधिकार है, पुलिस है। लेकिन लोकतांत्रिक आंदोलन चलेगा। हजारों लाखों कार्यकर्ता रास्ता से घर से निकल चुके हैं, कलकत्ता की तरफ कुछ कर चुके हैं। उनको जहां रोकेंगे वो भी रास्ता रोक के वहीं आंदोलन करेंगे, शांतिपूर्वक आंदोलन करेंगे हम।
So Dilip Ghosh, are you saying that your workers and BJP party leaders will go on towards Nabanna despite the kind of security presence that we are essentially seeing out on the streets in West Bengal?
देखिए, नबान्ना तो अभियान एक प्रतीक का आंदोलन है। सरकार भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है, उनके नेता मंत्री सब करोड़ों रुपया दबा कर बैठ गए हैं, ये सबके सामने आ गया है। तो इसका विरोध करना, प्रतिवाद करना हमारा काम है। इसलिए नबान्ना है सरकार का, जो यहाँ मुख्यमंत्री खुद बैठ के उसके नेतृत्व करती है, उनके खिलाफ आंदोलन है। और इसलिए हमने आह्वान किया है, समाज के लोग आएंगे, हमारे कार्यकर्ता आएंगे। और गणतांत्रिक देश में सब जगह होता है, यहाँ जगह जगह होता है। ममता बनर्जी ने पहली करती थी जब विरोध में, तो इसको जबरदस्ती रोकने का जो प्रयास हो रहा है, इससे क्या अशांति फैलेगा? पूरा बंगाल में फैल जाएगा ये आंदोलन, आगे भी चल सकता है।
All right, Mr. Ghosh, appreciate your speaking to us on Republic TV. So that was Dilip Ghosh over there saying that they will defy the ban that's been placed on these rallies, and that workers from the BJP are already making their way to various protest sites. I'm going to go back for a ground check to Bhaskar, who's reporting, I think, from Havra. Bhaskar, give us a sense of what's happening even as we speak. Now, we are hearing several of those BJP workers and leaders have been detained already. Several are not being allowed to board those trains which have been hired by the BJP.
Absolutely, Nupur. As the BJP leaders are claiming that some of BJP leaders is under.
I'm just going to interrupt you for a second. Pictures on our screens are from Durgapur. This is where the protesters are gathering now. All right, let's head back to Bhaskar. Now, Bhaskar, I had to interrupt you there where you were taking us through what's happening there currently. So give us an overall view of how many detentions we're looking at. We've, of course, heard senior BJP leaders, Dilip Ghosh, also over there saying that they are going to press forward despite the ban.
Yes, absolutely, Nupur. And as the senior BJP leaders are saying that, they are clearly stating that they will not stop, they will not hold back there. And if the BJP workers had been detained, if the BJP workers had been stopped by the police, they will start protesting all over the state, across the state, in wherever they are getting detained, or wherever they are not allowed to go towards Nabanna, they will start protesting there. And as of now, as the ground situation, I would like to show you, I would like to ask my video journalist Mohit to show you the whole scenario. A huge number of police personnel had been deployed in Satragachi as well as in College Square and Howrah Maidan. And of course, senior police officers are continuously monitoring the whole scenario. And of course, and the senior BJP leaders were claiming that some of the senior BJP leaders had been under strict police supervision, and they are assuming that they will not be permitted to leave their residence, and will obviously keep an eye on that. But on the other hand, in many parts of West Bengal, BJP leaders, BJP workers are gathering around, and they started for Kolkata, and as the predetermined route, three routes had been determined by the BJP leaders for this Nabanna Abhiyan. One from Satragachi, one from Howrah Maidan, and another one from College Square. They are heading towards these three locations, the locations from where the march will begin. And as of BJP, Dilip Ghosh, Vice President of BJP, he will lead a march from College Square. Shukanta Mujumdar, State President, he will lead from Howrah Maidan. And Leader of Opposition, Shubhendu Adhikari, he will lead from Satragachi. But let's see if the leaders can reach, and if the leaders can start their march towards Nabanna.
Bhaskar, even as these 7 trains that have been hired by the BJP to bring in their workers, the TMC's mouthpiece has questioned this move, saying that they're using, that the BJP needs to come clean in terms of the funds that were used for this. In fact, in the mouthpiece of the TMC, they have written specifically about this. So can you tell us more about that angle as well?
Well, Trinamool Congress, the ruling party in West Bengal, they are claiming that BJP is using money, a huge amount of money for this Nabanna Abhiyan. And on the other hand, BJP is clearly said that they hired 7 trains as per the norms. They thought that they will need those trains to bring their workers in Kolkata for this Nabanna Abhiyan. And that 21 crore which had been claimed by the Trinamool Congress in their mouthpiece is nothing but false allegation. And on the other hand, BJP is also raising another question. On 21st July, where Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister, and also the Trinamool Congress Supremo holds a meeting in Dharamtala, and there also another huge amount of transaction, huge amount of money is being used each and every year. And BJP also claiming that at least 50 crore rupees used in this year's 21st July program organized by Trinamool Congress. So how can Trinamool Congress leaders raise question over this issue? And BJP leaders, they thought they need a train, they need at least 7 trains from different part of West Bengal to bring their workers for this Nabanna Abhiyan. So they hired it, and that's all. There is nothing illegal in here. And now, of course, this is another huge controversy between Trinamool Congress and the BJP, the main opposition party in West Bengal. Nupur.
All right, Bhaskar, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to keep coming back to you through the day for updates, but we are now getting breaking news that's coming in from Tamil Nadu. Let's cut across to that. Well, DVAC is conducting raids against the former Minister SP Velumani and Vijay Bhaskar across Tamil Nadu. Allegations against SP Velumani are for issuing tenders by abusing power to companies of his close associates and incurring a loss for the government of about 500 crores. The raids taking place in 26 places, so essentially allegations against the two are of irregularities in issuing essentiality certificates to the medical college and a hospital that is run by SP Velumani. I'm going to go across to Varshini right now, who's reporting from Chennai. Varshini, to begin with, give us a sense of where these raids are taking place. 26 locations is what we are hearing, some of them in Chennai, some in Coimbatore. And also, tell us more about the response that we are getting right now from the AIADMK.
Well, if you see, these raids are happening at almost 26 locations which are only associated to former Minister SP Velumani, and at the same time the DVAC raids are happening against former Minister from the AIADMK Vijay Bhaskar as well, and with the places associated to him are almost 13 locations, which makes the raid locations almost 39 across the state of Tamil Nadu, and at the same time almost 15 places in Chennai alone. Apart from that, we have Coimbatore, Tiruchi and Chengalpet districts as well. Therefore, these raids are basically during their power, abusing their power. The kind of corruption that they have been indulged into are the main reasons. Against SP Velumani, we hear that he has been issuing tenders to very close associates of his and to his companies to change the street lights into LED lights in rural areas. Since he was the Minister for Rural Development, this has happened. Right now, we are looking at this location, which is a house of Manivannan, who is a very close aide of SP Velumani, who owns RKM Electricals, which has apparently taken the tender for this change of street lights to LED lights. And regarding this, the DVAC has filed an FIR, and this raids has been going on from the morning, early in the morning. And similarly to Vijay Bhaskar, since he was the Minister for Health and Family Welfare, he had issued an essentiality certificate to the Wales Medical College and Hospital. And regarding this, the raids are happening at almost 13 locations across the state, and we hear that 5 locations in Chennai, 2 locations in other 3 districts as well. Therefore, these raids seem to be very huge. And when you speak about the AIADMK's stand on this matter, this is not the first time the AIADMK ministers and prominent leaders are facing raids after the DMK government came to power. So the main allegation or the stand that they take every single time that this is happening is that this is absolutely political vendetta, and that the DMK government is trying to take some kind of vengeance against, tarnish the name of their leaders. And this time around, an official statement is awaited, but any statement that they would make will definitely be a political rivalry is what we are expecting.
Now, Varshini, the allegation that the DVAC has laid at the doorstep of SP Velumani is the fact that he issued tenders to people who were close to him, who were personal friends of his or personal aides of his, and that led to a loss of about 500 crore rupees to the exchequer. So can you give us more details on that as well?
Well, absolutely, yes. Right now, we are even standing in one of his close aides' house, and this is also being raided. There is heavy police security also deployed in this area, where police are making sure that the raids are happening peacefully, since it's a DVAC raids. And this is, an allegation. The FIR says that almost 500 crores has been, a loss that has been incurred by the government of Tamil Nadu while the AIADMK party was in power. And we also hear that this was a project for rural development department that was undertaken, and particularly when SP Velumani was the Minister for Rural Development Department, he had apparently given tenders to his own close aided companies, and that is why these raids are currently happening, not just at locations which belongs to him, but also to his close aides who are also involved in this particular FIR that has been filed by the DVAC. We will get you more updates and news about this raids that are happening across the state of Tamil Nadu after a small break.
At Amity, we believe students should have an all-round exposure. The Study Abroad program gives students the option to do 5 weeks or more at any of the Amity campuses across the world in cities like New York, San Francisco, London, Melbourne, Dubai, Singapore, etc. A truly unique opportunity only at Amity.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. It's great to see you this Monday. Tonight, viewers, I will prove that not only is Asaduddin Owaisi fear-mongering, I will prove that he is outrightly lying with a singular intention of provoking the Muslim community in India on what is a simple and clear verdict on the Muslim side's plea in the Gyanvapi case. Asaduddin Owaisi has to be stopped from lying. Viewers, Owaisi has to be stopped from lying because he's making comparisons to Babri when in this case neither legally and certainly not illegally, formally or informally, voluntarily or involuntarily, is there a slightest possibility of any structure being demolished. So there is no comparison to Babri possible. My dear viewers, all that the Hindu side is asking for is respect. Only respect. Respect for their deities. Respect for their devotion to their gods. Respect for their right to worship. Is this respect? Just respect too much to ask for in a country that claims to be secular? Viewers, has a single Hindu in this case asked for anything more than restoring the right to pray that they had and that they have had? Nothing new. Where's the logic here? If they could pray to their gods for decades and centuries, then what is the logic in taking away that right overnight? Do gods disappear? Do deities vanish? And viewers, does devotion that stems from your heart for your own gods evaporate? It doesn't. It never does, and it never will. So this case, in my view, is a test of Indian secularism. For all those who claim to be secular should first ask themselves whether the practice and not just the definition of Indian secularism excludes the equal rights of the Hindu community. So tonight, viewers, please join me as I expose the malicious malintent of politicians like Owaisi, for whom the law is an inconvenience when it doesn't suit his politics. That
All eyes on the volatile situation in Bengal as the BJP declares challenge march. Big focus on nation's hottest political story. It's BJP versus TMC march fight now. DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers raided as well. Big row over Yakub glorification. Shinde hits out at MVA, calls Uddhav an anti-national agent. Massive embarrassment for Vadra Kong. Shoes and slippers hurled at Rajasthan minister's rally. Thanks for staying with us on Live and Breaking. Starting off with a massive embarrassment for Vadra Kong. We're getting in visuals from Rajasthan's Ajmer. During the program of Rajasthan Sports Minister Ashok Channa, shoes and slippers were allegedly thrown by miscreants. Now we can see that as well in a particular development that's come in from here, where Ashok Channa, who was reading a message, was heckled by listeners who hurled footwear in the air, waved them at him, and also allegedly hurled some towards the stage as well. People also raised Sachin Pilot Zindabad slogans during his address, and eventually Channa had to stop his address midway. Now, for more information on the story, we're joined in by Piyush Ori. Piyush, give us a sense of what really happened here, and in the visuals also we can see that he was heckled, but what really transpired there?
So, as you rightly pointed out, that it was actually a kind of massive embarrassment for Congress party in Rajasthan, one of the few states which it is ruling.
Minister Ashok Chanda from Rajasthan, who was actually belonging to Ashok Gehlot camp, and he was delivering a lecture at a public rally. And suddenly what he saw was there were public heckling, and also there was shoe which was hurled at him. Now over here it was all right, because these kind of things keep on happening to the political leaders. But what actually resulted in a massive embarrassment for Congress party in Rajasthan was when Ashok Chanda, who is a senior leader of Congress party in Rajasthan, leveled allegations that this was done at behest of Sachin Pilot. Now, I will also tell you the history between Sachin Pilot and Gehlot. There is always there's a big rivalry between who actually should be the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. So there is a rivalry which is going on between Ashok Gehlot as well as Sachin Pilot. And now what we are seeing is that this has once again resulted in violence, in public heckling, and now also in a major embarrassment, shoes being heard at ministers. So yes, challenging times ahead for Congress party in Rajasthan. Back to you in the studio.
Piyush, in fact, even after, a few hours after the incident, he went on to tweet saying that if Sachin Pilot becomes the chief minister after getting shoes thrown at me, then he should do so quickly, because I'm not in the mood to fight today. But the day I come to fight, only one will be left, and I don't want this. So clearly he's reacted on this. But what more can you tell us about this reaction?
So this is, as I said, the embarrassment for Congress party in Rajasthan is only continuing. Now, what could have happened was that, he would have been angry of this entire incident, and he leveled this anger by accusing Sachin Pilot directly, that also in social media platforms, which really now made people know about how fragile, how brittle actually the coalition in Congress party in Rajasthan actually is. Now, this is not a new phenomenon in Rajasthan. Earlier too, Chief Minister Gehlot has leveled allegations against Sachin Pilot of him not being very proactive in his work in Rajasthan politics, of his being lazy. So this has not been a very new phenomenon. But yes, with another senior minister of Rajasthan now leveling allegations directly on social media, and that too against Sachin Pilot, you can definitely understand that the fragility of Rajasthan government, which is being governed by a Congress party, is now in open. And the challenging time for Congress in Rajasthan is out there in open. Mind you, Rajasthan is a very important state for Congress party, because it is only one of the few states which is being ruled by Congress party.
Well, right. Thank you, Piyush, for getting us all those details. Well, that is in terms of shoes being hurled at Ashok Chanda at this particular event. But moving on to some other breaking news that's coming in from Jammu, we understand that CBI raids at over a dozen locations in Jammu, case against 33 accused, including the then medical officer, BSF Frontier Headquarters, Palora, then member JKSSB, then undersecretary, then section officer, ex-official of CRPF, ASI of Jammu and police, owner of a coaching center, Akhnur, and private company based at Bengaluru, private persons and unknown others. Now, there were allegations regarding malpractices in the examination, is what we understand. The Jammu and Kashmir government had constituted an inquiry committee to look into the same. It was alleged that the accused entered into conspiracy and caused gross irregularities in conduct of written examination for the posts of sub-inspectors. It was further alleged that there was abnormally high percentage of selected candidates from Jammu, Rajouri and Samba districts. Violation of rules by JKSSB was allegedly found in assigning the task of setting question paper to Bengaluru-based private company. Now, for more information on this, we're cutting across to Gursimran, who's joining us live. Gursimran, give us a sense of, the CBI raids that are happening. We understand this was in terms of the malpractices, but what more information can you give us?
See, the raids have started early today morning, and over a dozen locations are presently being raided by the Central Bureau of Investigation Jammu teams. We are told that the raids are underway in Jammu, in Domana area. Apart from that, in the Khod area of the Akhnur subsector, the raids are going on. Apart from that, there are raids that are going on in the Akhnur town as well. The person being raided are those who are linked with the accused. We are told that the PRO of former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir is also under the scanner by the CBI, and also also some of the relatives of the cops who were named in the CBI FIR have also been raided, and the raids are underway at their residence in the Akhnur and in the Khor area. Apart from that, we are also getting to know that some people in the Domana area are also being raided, those who have their active involvement. Important to mention that 33 persons, including the medical officer of the BSF and the cop from the Jammu and Kashmir police along with others, have been named in the FIR by the Central Bureau of Investigation after gross violation of rules and misconduct was found, that how these papers were leaked ahead of the entrance examination and undue favor was given to many people in Jammu, Samba and Rajouri, after which the J&K government conducted a preliminary inquiry which found that there was a gross violation of the rules and norms, and how they took the advantage of this, how the paper was leaked at multiple locations. Important to mention that after the sub-inspector examination was cancelled by the J&K government, two other examination of the financial account assistant and junior engineer civil, they too have been cancelled by the J&K government, and for the same also the CBI probe has been recommended by the Lieutenant Governor administration of the J&K, making it very clear that there is no tolerance for these kind of acts in which undue favor is given to the candidates who have paid money in lakhs to get the government jobs in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir.
Gursimran, we also understand that one of the allegations was found in assigning the task of setting the question paper to Bengaluru-based company. Now, this is, of course, the latest coming in terms of the CBI raids across Jammu, and Gursimran getting us all those details over there in terms of the case against 33 accused. And moving on to other stories that we're tracking at this particular hour, TMC Minister Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the ED for 7 hours in connection with a money laundering case. Now, Maneka Gambhir was stopped at Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad. France's Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs, Catherine Colonna, will be on a 3-day visit to India, during which she will hold talks with her counterparts Jaishankar on bilateral, regional and international issues of mutual interest. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will chair a key meeting of the Board of Trade to discuss ways to boost the country's exports today. A special court is set to hear Satyendra Jain bail plea today. Delhi Cabinet Minister Satyendra Jain is in the dock in the graft case. As BJP is gearing up for making its Nabanna march a success, a massive row between BJP and TMC sparked in West Bengal. Meanwhile, police declared the 3 major rallies which are to be led by top BJP leaders as illegal. Supreme Court to hear batch of pleas seeking 10% reservation grant to economically weaker sections category in government institutes for admissions through NEET, PG and jobs today. In a big development, the Ministry of Home Affairs has recommended CBI probe in Sonali Phogat murder case. The MHA's move came after Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant wrote to the Union Minister Amit Shah seeking a probe by the CBI in the matter.
देखो, हमें ये प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली मर्डर लग रहा था और साथ में राजनीतिक मर्डर लग रहा था। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली हम लोगों ने खुद गोवा पुलिस के आने से पहले ही चेक कर लिए थे। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली दोनों चीज़ें सोनाली जी की सेफ हैं, तो ये पॉलिटिकल मर्डर ही है और इस वजह से ये सीबीआई को हैंडओवर नहीं कर रही थी गोवा पुलिस। जी जी जी, सर्व खाप पंचायत जो हुई है सर्व जाति की, उसका बहुत ज़्यादा सरकार के ऊपर प्रभाव पड़ा है।
आप क्या मानते हैं?
जी, हमें पूरी उम्मीद है इसमें बहुत बड़े चेहरे उजागर होंगे अगर गोवा पुलिस ने सबूत नहीं मिटाए होंगे तो।
Reacting to the approval of CBI probe in Sonali Phogat's murder probe, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over their investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है। बहुत अच्छे क्लूज भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनकी बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए उन्होंने मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो सीबीआई के पास दे देना चाहिए, तो फिर आज हम वो केस सीबीआई के पास दे रहे हैं।
Slipping into a short break right now, but on the other side, big focus on nation's hottest political story. It's BJP versus TMC March fight now. And DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers raided. All of this and much more on the other side.
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी।
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे मामले को लेकर हाई कोर्ट का रुख करेगा।
People who are coming here to offer prayers, they are saying that very soon their sentiments would be respected and a grand temple would be constructed.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है। बहुत अच्छे क्लूज भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनकी बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए उन्होंने मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो सीबीआई के पास दे देना चाहिए, तो फिर आज हम वो केस सीबीआई के पास दे रहे हैं।
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है।
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है।
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with the money laundering case. She was stopped at the Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad. France Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs Catherine Colonna will be on a 3-day visit to India, during which she will hold talks with her counterpart S. Jaishankar on bilateral, regional and international issues of mutual interest.
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी।
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे मामले को लेकर हाई कोर्ट का रुख करेगा।
People who are coming here to offer prayers, they are saying that very soon their sentiments would be respected and a grand temple would be constructed.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will chair a key meet of the Board of Trade to discuss ways to bolster country's exports today. A special court is set to hear Satyendra Jain's bail plea today. Delhi Cabinet Minister Satyendra Jain is in the dock in graft charges. As BJP is gearing up for making its Nabanna march a success, a massive row between the BJP and TMC has erupted in West Bengal. Meanwhile, the police has declared 3 major rallies that
Big news coming in. Open admission by Bihar Minister S. Singh says, and I quote, "There's not a single wing of a department that does not commit acts of theft. As I'm in charge of the department, I became their Sardar," quote. And this is exactly what Agriculture Minister has said. He went on to claim this while addressing a public meeting in Coimbatore, is what we understand. And he has claimed that there are many thieves in his department and he is the Sardar chieftain of them. open admission of corruption by the Bihar minister. In fact, he went on to state, and I quote, "There's not a single wing of our agriculture department that does not commit acts of theft. As I'm the in charge of the department, I became their Sardar. There are many other chieftains above me too. The government has changed, but the working style remained the same. Everything is the same as before," is what he was stating while addressing this particular event. Open admission by the Bihar minister regarding corruption, a brazen attitude and a brazen statement made out there. In fact, he also went on to state that there's not a single wing of the agriculture department that does not commit acts of theft. And but he's gone on to make a bigger statement saying that he is the Sardar of that particular department in terms of leading this corruption over here. Now, this happened while he was addressing a public meeting in Coimbatore, and he was talking about the Nitish Kumar-led coalition government. We have reactions coming in about this. Let's listen in.
पैदा होगा तो लगा लेता होगा, लेकिन जिसको पैदा करना है वो तो नहीं लगाता है। ये साढ़े 150-200 करोड़ रुपए यह भी खा जाता है डीवीएसी वाला। कोई ऐसा हमारे विभाग में अब नहीं है जो चोरी नहीं करता। तो इस चोरों का हम सरदार है, अब सरदार ही लगाएंगे। जब चोरी हो रहा है तो हम उसके सरदार हुए। तो आप कम से कम उतरा उतरा ठोकते रहिएगा तो मुझे भी याद रहेगा कि किसान नाराज है मेरे से। और नहीं ठोकना बंद करिएगा तो यही लगेगा कि नहीं सब ठीक चल रहा। तो ये मैं आपको कह देता हूँ, लोहिया जी ठीक कह के गए थे, जब संसद आवारा हो जाए तो जनता को सड़कों पर उतरना चाहिए। तो मैं सरकार हूँ, कहीं कहते हैं कि आप भी सड़कों पर उतरा कीजिए, बाकायदा एक टाइम टाइम पर करते रहेंगे तो हम ही अकेले सरकार नहीं, हमारे ऊपर भी बहुत लोग हैं। तो उनके हम जब बोलते हैं तो उनको लगता है कि अपनी बात बोल रहे हैं। समझ रहे मेरी बात? अकेले जब मैं कैबिनेट में बोलता हूँ तो लगता है कि इसका अपना समस्या है। जब आप सब लोग मिलकर बोलेगा तब जाके कान में तेल डाल के बैठे लोग हैं उनकी सुनाई पड़ेगी। नहीं तो ये लोग, मैं कहा अभी तो कानून पे मैंने चर्चा किया कि धान खरीदने बस नियम बदलो और मल्टीपल एजेंसी कर दो, सभी लोग खरीदेंगे। लेकिन इसकी चिंता नहीं। अभी तो एकदम जब बोलते हैं तो चुप लगा जाता है, जिससे सांसें प्राण निकल गया सरकार के लोगों को। मैंने सरकार के मतलब अधिकारियों की नहीं, बड़े बड़े नेताओं का। और जब कृषि कानून, मंडी कानून की बात करता है तो एकदम चुप लगा जाता है, जिसे लगता है कि बुखार आ गया हो। तो ये हम आपको इसलिए कह रहे हैं कि आप जानिए, नहीं पता चलेगा कि कोई कहेगा कि आपको 3 साल कुर्सी पे थे, चुप से बोले नहीं, बताए नहीं, आपको कुर्सी के चक्कर में बताए नहीं, तो हम बता रहे हैं आपको, हम सजग कर रहे हैं। अभी कोई बन तो गई है सरकार नहीं, लेकिन है वही पुरानी, उसके चार चरण भी पुराने। और अधिकारियों का तो पूछना ही नहीं, वो तो अभी अंदाजा लगा रहे होगा क्या।
Well, that was the Bihar minister, agriculture minister Sudhakar Singh, claiming that there are many thieves in his department, but he is the Sardar of them. This was during a public meeting that he was addressing in Coimbatore. He went on to state that there's not a single wing of our agriculture department that does not commit acts of theft, and he went on to claim that he is the Sardar of the same. Well, on the other side, all eyes on the volatile situation in Bengal as the BJP declares a challenge march.
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है, लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है।
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में यानी हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है। बहुत अच्छे क्लूज़ भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनके बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो सीबीआई के पास दे देना चाहिए, तो फिर आज हम वो केस सीबीआई के पास दे रहे हैं।
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है।
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है।
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with a money laundering case. She was stopped at the Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad. France Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs Catherine Colonna will be on a 3-day visit to India, during which she will hold talks with her counterpart S. Jaishankar on bilateral, regional and international issues of mutual interest.
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी।
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे मामले को लेकर हाई कोर्ट का रुख करेगा।
To offer prayers, they are saying that very soon their sentiments would be respected and
here's what's making news in the world of sports. Indian wicketkeeper batter Dinesh Karthik took to social media to express his happiness on being included in Team India's ICC T20 World Cup squad. After his selection, Karthik tweeted, "Dreams do come true." The All India Senior Selection Committee picked India's squads for the upcoming ICC Men's T20 World Cup and for the T20I series against Australia and South Africa. India defeated Bangladesh 2-1 in the SAF Under-17 Championship semi-final at the Racecourse International Stadium in Colombo to book their spot in the Summit Clash. The final will be played on September 14th, where India will face the winner between Sri Lanka and Nepal. Barcelona head coach Xavi Hernandez said that Robert Lewandowski is calm and eager to face his former team as the Catalan side get ready to face Bayern Munich in the Champions League group stage. Lionel Messi top form helped Barcelona to win 4-0 at Cadiz on Saturday. Frankfurt trained very hard on 12 September ahead of travelling to France to face Marseille in their next assignment in the Champions League group stage. English side Liverpool trained ahead of their UEFA Champions League Group A clash with Dutch champions AFC Ajax, which comes during a difficult start to the new season. Jurgen Klopp's side were defeated 4-1 by Italian outfit Napoli in their opening group fixture.
On Monday, powerful explosion hit the Rostov region of Russia. Residents of several cities have witnessed 3 to 4 sources of black cloud of smoke and multiple sounds of blast. According to the local media reports, the blast took place after an air defense system in Russia had been triggered. However, the Ministry of Emergency Situation of the Rostov region had no information about the explosion. Agency report, Republic TV.
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है, लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है.
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
In a big development, the Ministry of Home Affairs has recommended CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's murder case. The MHA's move comes after Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant wrote to Union Home Minister Amit Shah seeking a probe by the CBI into the matter.
देखो, हमें ये प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली मर्डर लग रहा था और साथ में राजनीतिक मर्डर लग रहा था। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली हम लोगों ने खुद गोवा पुलिस के आने से पहले ही चेक कर लिए थे। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली दोनों चीज़ें सोनाली जी की सेफ हैं, तो ये पॉलिटिकल मर्डर ही है और इस वजह से ये सीबीआई को हैंडओवर नहीं कर रही थी गोवा पुलिस। जी सर्व खाप पंचायत जो हुई है सर्व जाति की, उसका बहुत ज़्यादा सरकार के ऊपर प्रभाव पड़ा है।
आप क्या मानते हैं?
जी, हमें पूरी उम्मीद है इसमें बहुत बड़े चेहरे उजागर होंगे अगर गोवा पुलिस ने सबूत नहीं मिटाए होंगे तो।
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है, लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है।
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में यानी हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है। बहुत अच्छे क्लूज भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनके बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए उन्होंने मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो सीबीआई के पास दे देना चाहिए, तो फिर आज हम वो केस सीबीआई के पास दे रहे हैं।
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है।
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है।
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with the money laundering case.
Are on the volatile situation in West Bengal as the BJP declares a challenge march. Big focus on the nation's hottest political story. It is the BJP versus the TMC. The DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers are raided. Massive embarrassment for the Congress party. Shoes and slippers are hurled at Rajasthan minister rally. Open corruption.
कोई ऐसा हमारे विभाग में नहीं है जो चोरी नहीं करता।
Open corruption admission by the Bihar minister on tape is Jungle Raj back in Bihar. Good morning. You are watching Republic TV and we are going straight across to pictures that we are getting from Bengal, where a mega showdown is taking place. Pictures on your screen are of several BJP workers who've been detained in Raniganj. So mega showdown in place against the alleged TMC government's corruption. Pictures on your screen I think are from Raniganj right now. We're going to go across on the ground to Ishan Dev, who's reporting from Havra, I think. Ishan, can you take us through what's happening around you? Of course, there's a huge presence of security forces that's been put in place in several locations now. All right, we're going to go across to Ishan in just a minute, but here's what's happening right now. The BJP, of course, has hired about 7 trains. That's what we've been hearing, to take workers to Nabanna. Now, there are 3 routes through which the BJP leaders, along with their workers, are planning to reach the West Bengal capital and then protest against the TMC government's alleged corruption. Pictures that we're getting for you are from Havra, Birbhum, Sialda, as well as Raniganj right now. Several detentions have already been made, and the BJP had hired 7 trains to take its workers. But several of those workers have already been placed under detention by the police. The police, of course, on their part, say that they apprehend. They are very apprehensive of violence, perhaps, that could break out with clashes between the 2 sides, and that is why they've not given permission for these rallies to take place. The TMC, on its part, says that it will continue. I beg your pardon. The BJP, on its part, says that they will continue to march across the state and continue their protest against what they say is the TMC government's corruption. I think let's go across to Ishan. He's reporting from Havra. He's joining us right now. Ishan, good morning. Ishan, give us a sense of what's happening around you. Since the morning, of course, we have seen several detentions that have taken place. The BJP alleges that even before their workers went out of their homes, they were placed into detention. The TMC and the police, on their part, say that they fear violence, and that is why they are putting out these security measures.
Actually, the TMC is saying from yesterday that the BJP leaders are inciting violence before the Nabanna Abhiyan, and that's why they have taken enough measures, and that's why the police has declared this rally to be illegal. But as police and administration is going to non-cooperate with the BJP leadership and the workers and supporters of BJP to march ahead towards Nabanna, that's why the BJP leadership in West Bengal has made a trick, and the state BJP president Shukanto Mojumdar, who was about to leave his place from New Town towards Howrah Maidan, he changed his schedule, and very secretly, very covertly, he changed his place from New Town to Howrah Station's railway guest house itself, and he is now here. You can see he is waiting here at the railway guest house at Howrah Station, and from the morning, Shukanto Mojumdar was welcoming the BJP workers who were coming to Howrah Station. At this moment, Shukanto Mojumdar is with us. Shukanto, I would like to get to know from you that how many workers and BJP supporters are being obstructed in many parts of West Bengal.
See, till now we don't have any accurate data, but in every station, police is stopping and they are trying to create a kind of hegemony there, and our workers are fighting, and they are, after winning the battle with the police, they are coming to Howrah to join the Howrah as well as the Sialda. These are the main 2 stations. The trains are coming, and people are coming in huge number, and they will ready to Ghirao the Nabanna.
Just one more question, because you have many more schedules, because Shukanto, you have welcomed many of your workers here, but the police is still barricading many streets in Kolkata. How do you think that your program is going to be successful? How much?
See, this is the condition is such that police is behaving in such a way that some kind of terrorist attack will happen, and they are behaving like that we are the terrorists. And the first time in the history of the country, police is making barricade, preparing the barricade by digging the roads, and they are preparing the concrete barricade. So this is the amount of fear they have in their mind, and we are liking it. We are loving it.
So we were hearing Mr. Shukanto Mojumdar, the state BJP president, and he was saying that police is taking abnormal steps regarding this around this program of BJP, and he mentioned that how police has started digging the streets to instill permanent barricades so that those barricades could not be broken by the BJP supporters who want to march towards the Nabanna. So this is an abnormal picture according to the state BJP president.
So Ishan, in a sense, Ishan, stay with us. Now, in a sense, what the BJP is saying is that disproportionate force is being used to stop them from protesting, which is, their right in a democracy. But also tell us more about how the BJP is planning to go forward. We understand that 3 of their major leaders will be leading parts of their rally as they move towards Nabanna.
Well, the BJP has planned 3 major rallies. This is the name of this program is integrated name of this program is Nabanna Abhiyan. That means they are going to Gherao the state secretariat, the state headquarters, and 3 major rallies will march towards Nabanna from 3 main points of this program. One point will be the Howrah Maidan. The procession will be led by the state BJP president Shukanto Mojumdar from this Howrah Maidan. Another point will be Shatragachi. From there, a procession will march ahead towards Nabanna, and Shubhendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition, will be leading that procession. And the third rally will be from College Square, that is in central Calcutta, and that rally will be led by Dilip Ghosh, who is now the national vice president of BJP. So these 3 major rallies have been planned by the BJP leadership, but police has taken a decision that almost all the roads leading towards Nabanna from these all 3 points will be blocked with barricades and police picketings and enough deployment so that the BJP workers, the leaders, the MLAs, the public representatives, no one can march towards Nabanna, no one can reach near to the state secretariat. This is the plan on the part of police and administration. But as you have heard that Shukanto Mojumdar was saying that at any cost they will make this successful, though the workers and BJP supporters, according to them, are getting obstructed by the administration and the police in several districts from yesterday night and also this morning in several districts. Such reports are coming and such visuals are also coming to us that BJP supporters and workers are being blocked to come to Kolkata. But in spite of that, so many people will come to Kolkata, according to BJP leadership, that the police and administration will not be successful to make it a flop, according to the BJP leadership.
All right, absolutely. Ishan, what I wanted to also ask you is that are we getting any sort of reaction from the TMC over this? We haven't really heard from the senior leadership of the TMC yet in terms of, the allegations that the BJP is making against them. They said that the government is entirely corrupt, and they're, of course, bringing to fore the recent cases that we've had against, members of the TMC.
Exactly. So the BJP leadership is saying that this program, this Nabanna Abhiyan or Nabanna Gherao, is being organized to protest against the scams, several scams which has surfaced in recent times against this TMC-led government. But TMC leadership is saying that the BJP government itself at the center, they are corrupt, and BJP leaders in West Bengal, they are corrupt. This is the allegations of TMC, and that's why TMC is saying that BJP has got no moral right to organize such a program. And TMC leadership like Shantanu Sen, Kunal Ghosh, they are saying from yesterday that BJP leaders are inciting violence. They have said that if they are, the TMC is alleging that BJP leadership has made such comments during the preparatory phase of this Nabanna Abhiyan that may lead to some violence during the program. And earlier, when the BJP Yuva Morcha organized such a program like Nabanna Abhiyan, that time severe law and order problem was there, and citing this reason, the Howrah Police Commissionerate has said that they are not going to permit this program to happen. They have declared this illegal. So this is a big showdown between TMC and BJP, and this is also going to be a big showdown between the police and the BJP workers on the streets.
Oh yes, absolutely. Sean, as you are pointing out, we are expecting a big showdown between the BJP and the TMC. Now, give us an overall update in terms of how far these leaders have been able to move, from the three locations that they are trying to reach Nabanna from. And what is the sense that you are getting in terms of how this could play out through the day today?
Let me tell you first that Shukanto Majumdar, the state BJP president, he is now staying at the Howrah railway station's guest house. His procession is about to start from Howrah Maidan, which is very close to this Howrah railway station. That's why Shukanto Majumdar shifted himself last night to this place from his own place at Newtown. Everyone knew that Shukanto Majumdar will stay there at Newtown, but as there was apprehensions that police may block him at the gate of his own apartment, so he shifted last night to this Howrah railway station guest house. So this is for sure that Shukanto Majumdar will reach the place from where he has to lead the march towards Nabanna. But Shubhendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition, who is staying somewhere in South Kolkata, probably his Behala residence, we don't know whether Shubhendu Adhikari will be able to reach the place Shatragachi from where he has to lead the procession, because he has to cross the river Ganges and he has to cross the second Hooghly bridge to reach to Shatragachi, and police barricadings are intensely placed there in front of the second Hooghly bridge. That's why Shubhendu Adhikari's convoy may get stalled before reaching out to Shatragachi. And Dilip Ghosh, who is National Vice President of BJP and who is to lead the procession from College Square, there is apprehensions that Dilip Ghosh might also not be able to reach that place, because Dilip Ghosh in the morning was there at the Shialda station to welcome the BJP workers who are coming to Kolkata, but after welcoming them for some hours, Dilip Ghosh has got back to his place, that is also in Newtown, and now apprehensions are surfacing that Dilip Ghosh will be also blocked in front of his apartment. So we have to see that in how much time these three leaders, the three main leaders of BJP West Bengal, can reach the spots fixed for them.
So as you're pointing out, Ishan, we're expecting a big confrontation between the BJP and the TMC today, as the BJP workers are set to make their way to Nabanna. Thank you very much for the moment, Ishan, for joining us. And moving on, here's a look at what else is making news this morning. The Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to take out the Nabanna March, a rally in protest against the corrupt practices of the Mamata Banerjee-led government. Notably, the West Bengal police has denied permission for the Saffron Party's Nabanna Abhinyan. The President of the Bengal BJP, Shukanto Majumdar, has attacked the TMC government led by Mamata Banerjee. Shukanto Majumdar has said that the Chor government will be thrown out of Bengal.
ये तो पुलिस करेगी, उनका काम है, हम लड़ेंगे, डेमोक्रेटिक वे से लड़ेंगे और ये अगणतांत्रिक सरकार को, चोरों की सरकार को उठा के फेंकेंगे.
Ahead of the mega BJP march in West Bengal, a clash between the police and BJP workers broke out in Raniganj railway station. The police allegedly tried to stop the BJP workers at the railway station while they were leaving for Kolkata. At least 8 people were killed and several were injured after a fire broke out at a hotel in Secunderabad late on Monday night. According to the Hyderabad police, the fire broke out at a charging unit of the electrical scooter showroom on the ground floor of the building. The Anti-Corruption Department has raided the former AIADMK Minister SP Velumani's house. According to sources, the DVAC raids are underway at over 26 locations across Tamil Nadu. Following the raids, the AIADMK workers gathered in front of the house of the former AIADMK Minister SP Velumani in Coimbatore. Senior advocate Mukul Rohatgi is slated to be appointed as the next Attorney General of India after KK Venugopal. This will be Rohatgi's second time as the AG after his first stint between 2014 and 2017. KK Venugopal had recently indicated to the Supreme Court that he might not be in office after the 30th of September. Well, the CBI is conducting raids at over a dozen locations in Jammu. The case is against 33 people who are accused, including the medical officer, the BSF Frontier Headquarters, as well as several other people of the Jammu and Kashmir Police. The allegations are regarding malpractices during examinations. The Jammu and Kashmir government had constituted an inquiry committee to look into this. It was alleged that the accused entered into a conspiracy and caused gross irregularities in conduct of written examinations for the post of sub-inspectors. Now, the CBI, of course, is conducting these raids under against several people who've been accused in this case. This is a case that the CBI is investigating. About 33 people accused in this. So these raids underway in Jammu. These raids are linked to the SI recruitment scam. The allegation, of course, is that there was malpractices that were reported in the recruitment of SIs in the police force. Let me go across to Gursimran. He has more details on this. Gursimran, tell us more about what's happening. We are now learning, of course, that raids are being conducted against 33 people who've been accused in the SI recruitment scam.
Yes, over 33 locations are being raided. That is what we are getting to know. And if we speak of Jammu, only more than 14 locations are presently being raided by the Central Bureau of Investigation. And this is with regards to the paper leak that has taken place, especially in case of the Jammu and Kashmir Police Sub-Inspector recruitment that has taken place, and now the researches are on at the various locations. We are getting to know that some cops of Jammu and Kashmir Police who were involved in this, they too are being raided by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Multiple teams are carrying out the raids in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir.
All right, Gursimran bringing us those details. Thank you for joining us. So the raids linked to the SI recruitment scam. Now, in the aftermath of massive waterlogging in Bengaluru, the city's municipal body, the BMP, has started a demolition drive. The BBMP teams have reached 2 locations in Bengaluru and are demolishing illegal structures. The demolition team started their work at the AECS layout with parts of Ragam Megastore construction on the stormwater drain being cleared. So the BBMP beginning with their demolition drive today as well. The civic body, of course, had started a demolition drive yesterday after the havoc that had been caused by rains triggering floods across the city. Now, according to what the BBMP has said in the past, at least 15 places have been identified.
ನಾನು ಮೊದಲನೇ ದಿವಸ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯಾರು ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಟ್ಟಡ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆ ನೀರು ಹರಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಲೇಔಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವರು ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಣ್ಣದು ಮಾಡಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಅದು ಏನೇ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ರೈನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಅಡ್ಡಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದ ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್, ITBT ಅವರು ಒತ್ತುವರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಆರೋಪಗಳು ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು
ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇರಲಿ, ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರವಾಹ ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ITBTಯವ್ರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡೋರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದೆ, ತಳಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಇದ್ದರೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ತೆರವುಗೊಳಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಮೊದಲನೇ ದಿವಸನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಇದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಿಲ್ಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಅದನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹಲವಾರು ಕೇಸ್ಗಳು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಕೋರ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಇರೋ ಪ್ರಭಾವದ ಒಂದು ಕೇಸನ್ನು ಅವರು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇದೆ. ಸಲವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿಕ್ರಮಣ ತೆಗೆಯುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ. ನಾನು ಮೊದಲನೇ ದಿವಸ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯಾರು ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಟ್ಟಡ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆ ನೀರು ಹರಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಲೇಔಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವರು ರಾಜಕಾಲುವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಣ್ಣದು ಮಾಡಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಅದು ಏನೇ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ರೈನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಅಡ್ಡಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದ ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್, ITBT ಅವರು ಒತ್ತುವರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಆರೋಪಗಳು ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು
ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇರಲಿ, ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರವಾಹ ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ITBTಯವ್ರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡೋರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದೆ, ತಳಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಇದ್ದರೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ತೆರವುಗೊಳಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಮೊದಲನೇ ದಿವಸನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಇದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಿಲ್ಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಅದನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹಲವಾರು ಕೇಸ್ಗಳು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಕೋರ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಇರೋ ಪ್ರಭಾವದ ಒಂದು ಕೇಸನ್ನು ಅವರು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇದೆ. ಸಲವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿಕ್ರಮಣ ತೆಗೆಯುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ.
All right, let's go across to Nivedana, in fact, who's joining us from the Delhi newsroom now. Nivedana, there are several locations where the BBMP actually wants to carry out demolitions, including certain residential areas. Obviously, there is going to be a certain amount of dissent coming in from there. So give us an overall picture of what's happening there. What we are given to understand is that about 700 structures are what the BBMP is targeting.
That's right, Nupur. Now, one has to understand that this move has come after the fact that Bangalore definitely saw, incessant rainfalls, and we did see how these storm water drainage systems, or rather known as the Raju Kalways, have been built in particular areas where the water, of course, was overflowing, causing flood-like situations. Now, what the government decided to do right after the rainfall did recede in Bengaluru is the fact that they've wanted to carry out these demolition drives across the city. Now, Chief Minister of Karnataka, Baswaraj Bommai, like he just stated, that it does not matter, which property or where it's built, because in terms of the one section, that is the outer ring road, was the most impacted by these particular rains. So of course there will be buildings, commercial buildings, or whether residences as well, where these Raju Kalways have been built. Around that, of course, these buildings will be demolished. We can also see in those visuals how, of course, the rain did cause havoc for citizens. Now, the reason why they would want to carry out this particular demolition drive is also so that they can ensure that there's better infrastructure. If at all, rainfalls like this happen again, then they're just better prepared. There are different areas in Bengaluru where this will be carried out. Number one, of course, the Marathali or the Mahadevpura constituency, which is the most impacted. On the other hand, even in Koramangala as well, this demolition drive will take place. Sarjapur, Malleshwaram. These are some of the areas across which...
But Nivedana, what I wanted to quickly ask you was that obviously these buildings were constructed after having requisite permissions in place, and obviously the BBMP was aware that they were encroaching upon these stormwater drains. So what is the explanation that's been given by the government over that?
Exactly, that is the other side of the story, which is why a lot of residents, were questioning this move. In fact, last week we did see one person even approach the BJP MLA of the Mahadevpura constituency, Arvind Limbavali, regarding the same thing, because these particular buildings which are being demolished right now were given permission earlier regarding, building of these, whether it's commercial properties, residences, whatever, according in terms of the survey that the residents would have carried out before building these properties. So,
Right.
of course, residents are once again being impacted, but the BBMP has, the executive engineer who is also carrying out this particular demolition drive stated that they were only following orders that
All
came
right.
in from Karnataka Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai.
All right, Nivedhan are bringing us the latest from Bengaluru. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll, of course, continue to track that story. You are watching Republic TV. On the other side, we bring you more news, including the DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers have been raided.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. It's great to see you this Monday. Tonight, viewers, I will prove that not only is Asaduddin Owaisi fear-mongering, I will prove that he is outrightly lying with a singular intention of provoking the Muslim community in India on what is a simple and clear verdict on the Muslim side's plea in the Gyanvapi case. Asaduddin Owaisi has to be stopped from lying. Viewers, Owaisi has to be stopped from lying because he's making comparisons to Babri, when in this case, neither legally and certainly not illegally, formally or informally, voluntarily or involuntarily, is there a slightest possibility of any structure being demolished. So there is no comparison to Babri possible. My dear viewers, all that the Hindu side is asking for is respect. Only respect. Respect for their deities. Respect for their devotion to their gods. Respect for their right to worship. Is this respect? Just respect too much to ask for in a country that claims to be secular? Viewers, as a single Hindu in this case asks for anything more than restoring the right to pray that they had and that they have had. Nothing new. Where's the logic here? If they could pray to their gods for decades and centuries, then what is the logic in taking away that right overnight? Do gods disappear? Do deities vanish? And viewers, does devotion that stems from your heart for your own gods evaporate? It doesn't. It never does, and it never will. So this case, in my view, is a test of Indian secularism. For all those who claim to be secular should first ask themselves whether the practice and not just the definition of Indian secularism excludes the equal rights of the Hindu community. So tonight, viewers, please join me as I expose the malicious malintent of politicians like Owaisi, for whom the law is an inconvenience when it doesn't suit his politics. That is not secular, viewers. It's not even pseudo-secular. Mr. Owaisi, that's plainly opportunistic. And if you have the courage, Mr. Owaisi, face me on a one-on-one. Then we'll talk.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will chair a key meet of the Board of Trade.
The most renowned speakers, the most acclaimed legal eagles, the most distinguished academicians, and the biggest newsmakers come together on the most esteemed stage. Watch the unmissable Ram Jethmalani Memorial Lecture on September 17th, only on Republic TV.
The headlines at this hour. All eyes on the volatile situation in Bengal as the BJP declares challenge march. Big focus on nation's hottest political story. It's the BJP versus TMC march fight now. DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers raided. Massive embarrassment for Vadra Congress. Shoes and slippers hurled at Rajasthan minister's rally.
जाता है डीवीएसी वाला कोई ऐसा हमारे विभाग में अब नहीं है जो चोरी नहीं करता.
Open corruption admission by Bihar minister on tape. Is Jungle Raj back in Bihar? And breaking news coming in now at the very beginning of this edition of Live and Breaking. As you can see, these are visuals from Howrah, Birbhum, Sialdah and Raniganj. The BJP, has hired 7 trains to bring its party members and supporters from different parts of West Bengal to join Nabanna Abhijan, the march to the Secretariat, a rally to be taken out in protest against alleged corrupt practices of the TMC government. These are visuals of what's happening in the state. Let's listen in to know more at some reactions.
Shukanto Mojumdar is with us. Shukanto, I would like to get to know from you that how many workers and BJP supporters are being obstructed in many parts of West Bengal.
See, till now we don't have any accurate data, but in every station police is stopping and they are trying to create a kind of hegemony there, and our workers are fighting, and they are, after winning the battle with the police, they are coming to Howrah to join the Howrah as well as the Sialdah. These are the main 2 stations. The trains are coming and people are coming in huge number, and they will ready to Ghirao the Nabanna.
Just one more question, because you have many more schedules, because Shukanto, you have welcomed many of your workers here, but the police is still barricading many streets in Kolkata. How do you think that your program is going to be successful? How much?
See, this is the condition is such that police is behaving in such a way that some kind of terrorist attack will happen, and they are behaving like that we are the terrorists. And the first time in the history of the country, police is making barricade, preparing the barricade by digging the roads, and they are preparing the concrete barricade. So this is the amount of fear they have in their mind, and we are liking it, we are loving it.
So we were hearing Mr. Shukanto Mojumdar, the state BJP president, and he was saying that police is taking abnormal steps regarding this program of BJP, and he mentioned that how police has started digging the streets to instill permanent barricades, so that those barricades could not be broken by the BJP supporters who want to march towards the Nabanna. So this is an abnormal picture according to the state BJP president.
And joining us now is our reporter Sukendu from Gurup. Well, Sukendu, what's happening around you? Give us a sense of the kind of situation you see. BJP workers, we believe, have hired 7 trains. They are being barricaded, they're being blockaded at every stop. But as we were just listening in to BJP leader speaking to our correspondent, speaking to Republic just now, they have been able to overcome most of the hurdles before them. But what's happening now? Give us the latest update.
Exactly, Rukma, what Ishan was told with the state BJP president Sukhanto Majumdar. He has told that what the state police has organized already. We have seen that the barricades has been made to block the protest march or the Nabanna vision of the BJP workers. There have been a lot of security arrangements have been made. They have been told, and since the morning, as you told, that already 7 trains have been hired from the North Bengal and South Bengal for the BJP leaders, and the BJP MLAs are marching towards Kolkata. And they have already reached Kolkata, Shialda station and Howrah station early in the morning, and they are on to the way to that march to Nabanna or the Nabanna vision. They will attend Dilip Ghosh, Sukhanto Majumdar and Shubhendu Adhikari. The 3 top BJP leaders will start the protest rally or the march against the TMC government corruption towards the Nabanna, the secretariat and the state police, and already the police commissioner didn't given much opportunity. They had been not the permission of this march. So that's why they have been made several arrangements regarding around Nabanna, and the several roads like Howrah Bridge and the second Hooghly Bridge, as well as other roads have been blocked. Several police, for almost 4,000 police officials has been arranged there. And I'm here. The Naka checking has been also been made in the several areas in the national highway, the road way towards the Kolkata, and the people who are the BJP workers who are coming, because as we have seen that the BJP has been made it's an open challenge. They are desperately protesting on regarding the corruption issues which has been seen in the last few months in West Bengal as well as they have made an open challenge, and they are desperately doing this kind of a march to Nabanna, the Nabanna vision, because of this. And as we have seen that Dilip Ghosh already reached the Shialda station early in the morning to welcome their BJP workers, and who will start his rally from College Square around 1 o'clock, and Shubhendu Adhikari will start his rally march to Nabanna from Santragachi, as well as Sukhanto Majumdar. His rally will start from the Howrah Maidan. So 3 top BJP leaders are going to make it a huge impact on the Bengal politics, and that's why they have been started this kind of this protest rally, and this has been organized before this protest rally. Several state leaders have been already went to the different parts of Bengal, and they have make an announcement, make an arrangement. They have talked to their BJP workers and to attend this kind of a protest rally. That's why they are doing such kind of and already we have seen that on the National Highway 41 there are several BJP workers have been blocked by the police official not to lead towards their spot. They are wanted to go to Nabanna as their program has been already scheduled, but several police arrangements have been made to block this all kinds of BJP protest rally that was leading towards Nabanna. Ukma.
Right, Sukhanto, we'll be back with you, but now joining us is Bhaskar from Howrah railway station. Bhaskar, well, special trains booked by the BJP in order to bring their workers for this mega protest, for this mega march that they have planned into the secretariat. Well, what is the scene like there at one of the busiest railway stations in all of India, if not in the world? Bhaskar, if you can hear me. Well, Bhaskar, our correspondent, is there at Howrah railway station. 7 trains, 3 from North Bengal, 4 from South will reach Shialda and Santragachi respectively. Also, much movement there at Howrah railway station. We're trying to connect with our correspondent Bhaskar, who's there. Bhaskar, if you can hear me. So lots of movement there at railway stations across West Bengal. The BJP hiring 7 trains to bring its party members and supporters from different parts of the state to join the Nabanna Abhijan, the march to the Secretariat. A rally to be taken out in protest against many corrupt practices that the TMC have been accused of, many allegations of corruption against the TMC government. And 7 trains, 3 from North Bengal, 4 from South, also expected to reach various railway stations in West Bengal. In our next top story of the hour, DVAC raids. Well, latest inputs coming in of 7 AIADMK leaders detained. And we believe that raids are being conducted against a number of former ministers, all top AIADMK leaders. Former Minister SP Velumani, Vijay Bhaskar, and these raids are being conducted across Tamil Nadu. There are allegations against SP Velumani of issuing tenders by abusing power to companies of his close associates and incurring losses for the government amounting to nearly 500 crore rupees. Raids happening in around 26 places since reports last came in. And joining us now is our correspondent Varshini, who's covering this story. Well, it's over to you to take us through what's happening. We believe that there are raids now, Varshini, in across 26 locations. Can you confirm that number? Also, a number of names, particularly arising in this entire allegation, in this entire situation that has arisen out of allegations and scam and accusations of a scam.
Well, absolutely, yes. There are raids happening across the state and particularly against 2 AIADMK ministers, SP Velumani and Vijay Bhaskar. SP Velumani was the Minister for Rural Development during the previous AIADMK regime, whereas Vijay Bhaskar was the previous Health and Family Welfare Minister. And these raids are currently happening at 26 locations which are related to SP Velumani and 13 locations which are related to Vijay Bhaskar. Therefore, all around the state, almost 39 locations these raids are happening. Right now, we are standing in front of former Minister Vijay Bhaskar's house, which you can see in this towers is there on the 9th floor, and there's heavy police security deployed right in front of the house where the raids are happening to make sure that there's no law and order situation or AIADMK cadres do not gather in front of the house and make a ruckus out here. And we also saw almost 8 to 10 officials from the DVAC department who went into the building early in the morning, and they have taken some Xerox machines and other kind of machines inside to conduct this raid inside of Vijay Bhaskar's house. And we also know that this raid is happening against an FIR that has been filed against former Minister Vijay Bhaskar regarding him giving an essentiality certificate to Wales Medical College and Hospital. So while he was the former health minister, he has given a certificate which, without verifying about the condition of the hospital, he's given that certificate that every facility is available in the hospital, whereas it was not, and it was an illegally given certificate. And that is exactly why this raids are happening at former Health Minister Vijay Bhaskar's residence. Similarly, there are raids that are happening at former Minister SP Velumani's residence and in Coimbatore, and also his associates' residence and offices in Chennai and Coimbatore and other Tirupur and other districts as well. And that is related to a tender that SP Velumani during his tenure as the minister has given to his very close associates for a rural development project in which street lights were supposed to be turned into LED lights. And we also are confirmed by the FIR which says that almost 500 crore rupees has been a loss to the Tamil Nadu government while this particular project was approved by the minister when they were in power. And that is exactly why all around 26 locations all around the state related to former Minister SP Velumani, these raids are happening. It's definitely huge raids that's going on in the state, whereas the AIADMK cadres did gather around SP Velumani's residence in Coimbatore, and they also involved in a protest where the police had to remove them from the location and few of the AIADMK cadres were also detained. It's definitely the situation is going higher, and the AIADMK High Command has not yet given an official statement on this. But the previous times, these kind of raids that happened in previous minister houses, it's always been a stand taken by the AIADMK saying that it is political vendetta by the DMK government. We'll bring you more updates about these raids that's going on all around the state against the former AIADMK ministers after a small break.
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with a money laundering case. She was stopped at the Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad. France Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs Catherine Colonna will be on a 3-day visit to India, during which she will hold talks with her counterpart S. Jaishankar on bilateral, regional and international issues of mutual interest.
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी।
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे मामले को लेकर हाई कोर्ट का रुख करेगा।
People who are coming here to offer prayers are saying that very soon their sentiments would be respected and a grand temple would be constructed.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will chair a key meet of the Board of Trade to discuss ways to bolster country's exports today. A special court is set to hear Satyendra Jain's bail plea today. Delhi Cabinet Minister Satyendra Jain is in the dock in graft charges. As BJP is gearing up for making its Nabanna march a success, a massive row between the BJP and TMC has erupted in West Bengal. Meanwhile, the police has declared 3 major rallies that are by the BJP or top BJP leaders as illegal. In a big development, the Ministry of Home Affairs has recommended CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's murder case. The MHA's move comes after Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant wrote to Union Home Minister Amit Shah seeking a probe by the CBI into the matter.
देखो, हमें ये प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली मर्डर लग रहा था और साथ में राजनीतिक मर्डर लग रहा था। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली हम लोगों ने खुद गोवा पुलिस के आने से पहले ही चेक कर लिए थे।
West Bengal BJP leaders, BJP workers are gathering around, and they started for Kolkata. Huge number of police personnel had been deployed in Shatragachi as well as in College Square and Howrah Maidan. Dilip Ghosh, Vice President of BJP, he will lead a march from College Square.
You're watching Live and breaking news coming in now, this time from Jammu, where we're hearing of CBI raids at over a dozen locations. And cases have been lodged against 33 accused. So 33 people accused in these particular raids, and they include then Medical Officer, BSF Frontier Headquarters, Palora, then member JKSSB, then Under Secretary, then Section Officer, both of JKSSB, ex-official of CRPF, ASI of Jammu and Kashmir Police, and owner of a coaching center in Akhnur, private company based at Bengaluru. So, well, there's an entire list of names there of companies, of people in important positions, and Gursimran to take us through all that's happening. Gursimran, we're hearing of mega CBI raids that are linked. Among the names that you are getting, many of them belong to the Jammu and Kashmir Police Force, others to the CRPF and so on. Take us through what's happening. What are the latest updates you have for us?
CBI is carrying out raid at 33 locations across the country, and if in Jammu only 14 locations are being raided by the Central Bureau of Investigation to keep the secrecy of this operation. The details of the operations have not been even shared with the Jammu and Kashmir police as of now. These are the operation started at around 8 in the morning when the raids began, and they are on at the 14 different locations, including in Jammu, Knur and in the Khod area. Important to mention that this is pertaining to the case that was registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation on the recommendation by the J&K government for the gross irregularities in the examination of Jammu and Kashmir Police Sub-Inspector recruitment, where the majority of the youth were selected from the Jammu, Rajouri and the Samba district, after which there were protests, and that led to an inquiry initiated by the J&K government, which has found that the gross irregularities have taken place, after which the CBI probe was recommended, and the CBI has registered FIR against 33 persons that include the company that carried out the examination of the Jammu and Kashmir Police Sub-Inspector, as well as the officials and the medical officer of the Border Security Force that was deployed at the Frontier Headquarters in Jammu. He was raided last time, and now the raids are underway at their close associates. This is what we are getting to know, and there are subsequent raids that will follow. This is what the officials are telling us. However, the locations of the raids are kept secretive due to the importance of this operation, because they want to get as many as the details and the digital evidences as possible.
Well, Gursimran, what more details about the alleged scam do you have? When was the exam held? Also, how many students were selected? Are the results out? What can you tell us about the scam in particular? Details about the scam.
The results were declared in the 6th month of this year, and during the results, what came into force that many of the siblings, they were selected for the post, and the examination, their merit was way beyond the merit they have achieved in the previous examination, which led to suspicion, and many of the students who have not qualified have given a proposal, a memorandum to the Union Territory government for the high-level probe, after which the inquiry was initiated, and these mega raids are underway in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir as well as in other parts of the North India. For more, stay tuned to Republic TV right after this short break.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है. बहुत अच्छे क्लूज़ भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनके बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो CBI के पास दे देना चाहिए. तो फिर आज हम वो केस CBI के पास दे रहे हैं.
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है.
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है.
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with a money laundering case. She was stopped at the Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad. France Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs Catherine Colonna will be on a 3-day visit to India, during which she will hold talks with her counterpart S. Jaishankar on bilateral, regional and international issues of mutual interest.
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी.
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे मामले को लेकर हाई कोर्ट का रुख करेगा.
People who are coming here to offer prayers are saying that very soon their sentiments would be respected and a grand temple would be constructed.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will chair a key meet of the Board of Trade to discuss ways to bolster country's exports today. A special court is set to hear Satyendra Jain's bail plea today.
Here on Republic, and breaking news coming in now from Karnataka, where a mega row has broken out over the celebration of Hindi Divas. Former JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy has written a letter to Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai, urging Bommai's government not to celebrate Hindi Divas by utilizing the taxpayers' money. And Kumaraswamy has written this letter, and the details are with our correspondent Nivedana, who's joining us from New Delhi. And Nivedana, tell us more about this letter. It's a major row that has erupted in Karnataka. Basavaraj Bommai being requested by the former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy not to celebrate Hindi Divas. What are the points he has put forward, and where do you see this going from here?
Rukmasi, first of all, we'd have to point out the fact that Hindi in the South Belt, usage of Hindi rather, is always a debatable, aspect, because after all, it is not the mother tongue of most of the states that, of course, that are down south. Now, that is exactly what he is emphasizing on in that particular letter that he has written in Kannada to Chief Minister of Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai. Now, what Kumaraswamy states in that particular letter, one of the first points is the fact that he has stated that there are 560 languages in the country, which is, obviously an indication of beautiful diversification of the country. But to emphasize on using of one language and celebrating Hindi Divas on the basis of Karnataka's, taxpayers' money would be injustice. So he believes that there is no reason to be celebrating Hindi Divas for the Karnataka, people of Karnataka, because that would mean that you are imposing one language on people who obviously talk another language which is practiced in Karnataka. On the other hand, of course, Kumaraswamy has also stated that on the other hand, there would be outrage, especially from pro-Kannada organizations, to be celebrating Hindi Divas in Karnataka. We'll continue to be tracking this story and all the other stories on the other side of this short break. Stay tuned.
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है, लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है.
Big victory for the Hindu side, because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है. बहुत अच्छे क्लूज भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनकी बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो सीबीआई के पास दे देना चाहिए. तो फिर आज हम वो केस सीबीआई के पास दे रहे हैं.
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है.
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है.
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with a money laundering case. She was stopped at the Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad. France Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs Catherine Colonna will be on
Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है।
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है।
All eyes are on the volatile situation in West Bengal as the BJP declares challenge march. Mega focus on the nation's biggest political story. It's the BJP versus the TMC march fight now. The DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers are raided. The SI recruitment scam gets bigger. Multi-location CBI raids are underway in Jammu.
जो चौथे बड़े व्यक्ति हैं, शीर्ष व्यक्ति हैं
Massive embarrassment for the Congress party. Shoes and slippers are hurled at a Rajasthan minister's rally.
₹150 करोड़ रुपए यह भी खा जाता है डीवीएसी वाला। कोई ऐसा हमारे विभाग में अब नहीं है जो चोरी नहीं करता।
Open corruption admission by a Bihar minister on tape is Jungle Raj back in Bihar. Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us on Live and Breaking on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. We begin with news that's coming in from Jammu. We are told that the CBI is raiding over a dozen locations in the SI recruitment scam. In fact, even as we speak, raids are being carried out against the 33 accused in the SI recruitment scam. These raids are taking place in Akhnur and Jammu both. Now, the allegations, of course, have been that there have been a vast amount of malpractices in the recruitment of SIs in Jammu and Kashmir. It is further alleged that there were abnormally high number of selected candidates from the Jammu, Rajouri and Samba districts in the sub-inspector's recruitment for the Jammu police. Let's go across to Zeenat, who's joining us. Also joining us right now is Gursimran. Zeenat, to you first. Give us an overall sense of what the allegations are. Now, we are given to understand that several people who were in posts where they could have influenced this examination, the criteria for it and the selection process are being raided currently.
See, as far as the J&K's sub-inspector recruitment scam is concerned, we are saying that the J&K government already initiated an internal inquiry and then a committee was also formed. Later, the request had come from the J&K government to the CBI to look into the matter where exactly the things have gone wrong. And since, although the result of this examination was declared in the month of June, I guess 2nd of June was the date when the results were out, and there were the irregularity as far as the marks of the certain candidates were concerned. They abruptly shoot up. As far as the internal this board is concerned, they fear that the people who have this multi company from the Bangalore is also involved in setting up the question papers, because they have seen the abnormal rise as far as the marks of these candidates is concerned. And since then we have been seeing the raids taking place in the Jammu and Kashmir and other places of the country. Earlier, the 3 officials from the BSF, from from the board and other people who were involved in the medical examination of the candidates to have been arrested by the investigative agency. And since now today we are again seeing the raids in some parts of the Jammu and also in Srinagar to see what more details or what more documents can be recovered by the investigating agency. Although we have been seeing time and again Manoj Sinha LG, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, saying that if there is a corruption and other things, nothing will be tolerated in Jammu and Kashmir, because J&K is working on the path of free corruption system. But we are seeing the scam, the results that were out in the month of June. Now everything has been cancelled and that probe has been taken over by the Central Bureau of Investigation as far as the Sub-Inspector Police recruitment scam of Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, of which the result was out in the month of June this year.
All right, stay with us. Let me also go across to Gursimran. Now, Gursimran, coming to you on the specifics of these raids that are taking place. We are told some of them are taking place in Jammu, some in Akhnur, and largely it's the Rajouri and the Samba districts which have been the focus of the investigation.
See, the raids are underway at multiple locations, including the controller of the examination, Ashok Kumar, in Jammu, and in various parts of the Akhnur region, where the raids are currently underway. And important to mention that these people, they were directly involved in the irregularities that have taken place during the recruitment of the sub-inspector, recruitment that has taken place in this year. When the result came out, there were serious allegations of the gross irregularities, after which the J&K government ordered an internal probe headed by the Home Secretary, which submitted its report that the recruitment be quashed and a high-level probe be ordered, after which the J&K government recommended for the Central Bureau of Investigation probe that register the FIR against 33 persons, including the top officials of the JKSSB as well as those who were involved in the recruitment process. Even some of the library owners were too named in the FIR, and now the raids are underway at the multiple locations.
Right, absolutely. As you're pointing out, raids currently underway at multiple locations now. We are also given to understand that there is a private company that's based out of Bengaluru, which is also under the scanner. This company was given the task of essentially setting the examination papers. Zeenat, can you tell us more about that?
See, the role of the company based in Bangalore is under scrutiny. That is why we are seeing some of the employees of the company were also raided earlier. That raid that took place a few weeks back, and where the arrests were made by the CBI. Some 33 people were arrested in that raid also, and incriminated material and other things were recovered then. And now it seems that after questioning those people who are under custody, now we are seeing the more raids that are taking place in the Jammu as well as the Kashmir. In many parts of the valley we are seeing the raids. Needs to be seen that how many more people will be arrested in today's raids, as multiple locations are being raided by the investigating agency. It has been made clear by the LG administration no corruption will be tolerated. At the same time, we are seeing the political leaders of the Jammu and Kashmir training guns towards the LG administration that no such scam was reported in their tenure, whether it was the tenure of former Chief Minister Umar Abdullah, or we talk about the tenure of Mehbooba Mufti. Recently in one of the conclave, Mr. Abdullah also said that they should look and search the tenure that were done by the Umar Abdullah, and no such scam were registered. Even that time the guns were also trained at the governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Satyapal Malik, who said in many of his speeches that there were the scams, but he could not take those scams to the logical conclusions.
Right, Zeenat as well as Gursimran, thank you very much, both of you, for joining us with those details. Now, in fact, the DMK MP, A. Raja, has made a controversial statement against Sanatan Dharma, essentially stoking a fresh row. He has made a statement against Hindus, and it has been criticized heavily by the BJP, which has hit back at A. Raja, saying that these statements that have been made by him are condemnable. Let's listen into what he said. All right, so the BJP essentially tweeting a controversial video of the DMK MP. What we're given to understand is that he was making certain statements about Hinduism. This is something that has been reacted, that the BJP has reacted to. It has not just tweeted that controversial DMK MP video, but it's also said that these comments that he's made are condemnable. Let's listen into what he said.
ஆனால் உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது இல்லை, நீ கிறிஸ்தவனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இஸ்லாமியாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ பர்சியனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இந்துவாகத்தான் இருக்க வேண்டும் என்று உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது. இப்படிப்பட்ட கொடுமை வேறு எந்த நாட்டிலாவது உண்டா? இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை சூத்திரன், சூத்திரனாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ விபச்சாரியின் மகன்.
This Varshini, that's a statement that obviously is stoking a great deal of controversy. Give us more details about the kind of reactions it's getting.
Well, definitely the DMK MP A. Raja has definitely sparked a controversy with this very, very controversial speech about the Hindu religion, how the Supreme Court has also made statements, and how this is the only country that these kind of things will take place, and how only the Dravidian parties will be able to destroy the roots of the Sanatan Dharma that is prevailing in the country, and that is exactly what his speech was. And the BJP has definitely, are agitated with these kind of statements made by the DMK MP, and even the BJP Tamil Nadu President K. Annamalai put out a tweet condemning the statements made by the DMK MP, and he's also spoken about how the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam party is spewing hatred in the state, where they talk about social justice and Dravidian model and equality to everyone. And this is the kind of statements the leaders of the party go and make on public appearances, which is definitely making things very worse in the state. And this is definitely has not gone well with the Bharatiya Janata Party, and not alone Bharatiya Janata Party. A lot of people also feel that it is definitely hurting the sentiments of the Hindu people. It is definitely, there are a lot of Hindu population in the state, and that is definitely, hurting the religious sentiments of the people living in the state. Therefore, we'll have to see how the DMK government, how the Chief Minister reacts to that. Though Chief Minister M.K. Stalin is not very vocal about reacting about his ministers or his MPs speeches, but this one is also, an expectation is also prevailing about how the DMK High Command would react to this.
All right, Varshini, details from Chennai. Thank you very much for joining us. Varshini, of course, breaking down the story that's coming in from Chennai over a controversial statement that's been made by Divas. Raja.
ஆனால் உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது இல்லை, நீ கிறிஸ்தவனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இஸ்லாமியாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ பர்சியனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இந்துவாகத்தான் இருக்க வேண்டும் என்று உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது. இப்படிப்பட்ட கொடுமை வேறு எந்த நாட்டிலாவது உண்டா? இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை சூத்திரன், சூத்திரனாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ விபச்சாரியின் மகன். இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ பஞ்சவன், இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ தீண்டத்தகாதவன். எத்தனை பேர் விபச்சாரி மகனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள், எத்தனை பேர் தீண்டத்தவனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள் என்கின்ற கேள்வியை உறக்க சொன்னால்தான் அது சனாதனத்தை முறியடிக்கின்ற அடிநாதமாக அமையும் என்பதை விடுதலையும் முரசொலியும் திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகமும் திராவிடர் கழகம் எடுக்க வேண்டிய காலம் வந்துவிட்டது. ஆனால் இல்லை, நீ கிறிஸ்தவனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இஸ்லாமியாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ பர்சியனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இந்துவாகத்தான் இருக்க வேண்டும் என்று உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது. இப்படிப்பட்ட கொடுமை வேறு எந்த நாட்டிலாவது உண்டா? இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை சூத்திரன், சூத்திரனாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ விபச்சாரியின் மகன். இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ பஞ்சவன், இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ தீண்டத்தகாதவன். எத்தனை பேர் விபச்சாரி மகனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள், எத்தனை பேர் தீண்டத்தவனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள் என்கின்ற கேள்வியை உறக்க சொன்னால்தான் அது சனாதனத்தை முறியடிக்கின்ற அடிநாதமாக அமையும் என்பதை விடுதலையும் முரசொலியும் திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகமும் திராவிடர் கழகம் எடுக்க வேண்டிய காலம் வந்துவிட்டது.
All right, so that's the controversial statement that has been made by A. Raja, in fact, and it's obviously gathering a lot of political traction right now. We're still awaiting as to how the DMK essentially reacts to this statement. But what we know so far is that the BJP actually tweeted a video of his statement, and thereafter has condemned this statement. Now, the BJP's condemnation, of course, largely revolves around the fact that they believe that the DMK is targeting Hinduism. We are, of course, still awaiting a reaction to come in from the DMK. Now, A. Raja's statement, of course, is being seen as one against Hinduism, as one against Sanatan Dharma, and that is why this is believed to be hurting religious sentiments of various Hindus. Now, I'm going to go back to Varshini on this one. Varshini, all right. As we were talking earlier to Varshini, we are awaiting a reaction to come in from the DMK. Will they defend this? Will they stick to what their leader has said? Let me go back to Varshini on this one. Now, Varshini, obviously the BJP says that this is an attack on Hinduism. This is an attack essentially on Hindus across the country.
Well, absolutely, yes. That is exactly the kind of reaction that we are receiving from the Bharatiya Janata Party as of now. After this speech video of the DMK MP A. Raja has now gone viral, and this speech about how, if you're not a Christian or a Muslim or a Persian in this country, then you are a Hindu, and these kind of statements that he's made. And he's also made statements like, until you're a Hindu, you are a Shudra. Until you're a Shudra, you're a prostitute's son. And until you're Hindu, you are a Dalit and you are an untouchable, are the kind of words that he's used in this public speech that he's recently made. And apart from that, he's also spoken something very seriously about how DMK and the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam and the Dravida Kazhagams and these Vidudalai and these kind of Dravidian parties are the ones which will be able to, speak out loud about this and will be able to destroy the roots of the Sanatan Dharma. And Sanatan Dharma, speaking about Sanatan Dharma, will definitely hurt the feelings of the people who follow the Hindu religion. And talking about that, in the state of Tamil Nadu, there are a greater number of people who follow the Hindu religion. It's definitely hurt the religious sentiments of these people, and that's exactly what the Tamil Nadu Bharatiya Janata Party President K. Annamalai has stated. He has said that this is definitely spewing hatred among the people in a state where there is a lot of harmony prevailing, but these kind of statements will definitely create a communal issue in the state, is what he is giving out as a statement in regard to this matter. And this is how the Bharatiya Janata Party is reacting to this statement as of now.
All right, and interestingly, of course, Varshini, he was speaking at a function of the DMK itself. And this is not the first time, really, that we've heard him talk in this manner. He's done so before. I think even when he was a cabinet minister, he did say certain things against the Hindu religion.
The current sitting MP, A. Raja, has been always, he's been famous for his controversial speeches. He's been given a lot of controversial speeches in the past also, particularly talking about, the Hindu religion. Anti-religious statements have always been one of his trademarks. We could say he's been given very frequently these kind of statements, and that is why a statement coming from him will also be reaching a greater number of people, and that is why this issue is now being taken up by the Bharatiya Janata Party. And the situation is definitely, very, not in a very good manner, because these kind of speeches are now becoming a regular thing that is happening in the state. The DMK, be it the DMK party leaders or be it their allies, even recently we saw Vidudalai Sirthaikal Katchi leader speaking like this, and even before that we saw another DMK minister.
Right.
So it's not
Varshini,
just the DMK party now.
Varshini, do stay with us. I'm going to come back to you in just a bit. Mr. R.P. Singh on the phone line with me. Mr. R.P. Singh, how do you see these statements that have been made by A. Raja? This is not the first time, of course. All right, we don't have Mr. Singh with us. We're going to try and get him back. But as Varshini is pointing out, of course, this is not the first time that he's made these controversial statements. What remains to be seen, of course, Varshini, at the moment is whether the DMK is going to speak about this at all. In the past, we haven't really seen M.K. Stalin come out and, speak about these kind of controversial statements that have been made either by his MPs or his MLAs.
Well, definitely, as MK Stalin has never come out and spoken about any of these kind of statements being made by the MPs and the ministers, cabinet ministers in Tamil Nadu. And having said that, there have been very many number of recent statements being made by the DMK leaders, and let alone the chief minister, even the party office bearers do not even give a reaction to these kind of statements being made, while the AIADMK party is constant. AIADMK party, the opposition party, and the Bharatiya Janata Party keep pointing out to such statements being made by the different senior leaders of the DMK party. The DMK party does not even stand up for their leaders, and they do not come out with an explanation also. And similarly, in this situation also, it's highly doubtful that the chief minister would come in support of A. Raja and give out an official statement regarding his speech. But at the same time, the kind of opposition that is arising for his speech is also growing. The kind of people who are against these kind of remarks being made by the MP is also extremely high. Therefore, we'll have to see whether the DMK reacts at least this time or not.
Oh yes, absolutely. Varshini, of course, continuing to bring us the latest on the statement that was made by A. Raja at essentially a function of the DMK itself. Let's quickly listen into what he'd said at that function.
ஆனால் உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது இல்லை, நீ கிறிஸ்தவனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இஸ்லாமியாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ பர்சியனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இந்துவாகத்தான் இருக்க வேண்டும் என்று உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது. இப்படிப்பட்ட கொடுமை வேறு எந்த நாட்டிலாவது உண்டா? இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை சூத்திரன், சூத்திரனாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ விபச்சாரியின் மகன், இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ பஞ்சவன், இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ தீண்டத்தகாதவன். எத்தனை பேர் விபச்சாரி மகனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள், எத்தனை பேர் தீண்டத்தகவனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள் என்கின்ற கேள்வியை உறக்க சொன்னால்தான் அது சனாதனத்தை முறியடிக்கின்ற அடிநாதமாக அமையும் என்பதை விடுதலையும் முரசொலியும் திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகம், திராவிடர் கழகம் எடுக்க வேண்டிய காலம் வந்துவிட்டது.
All right, so that was the comment that was made, and it's now been tweeted by the BJP. Now, Varshini, give us a sense of the comments that we are getting from the BJP over this. Of course, they were the ones who tweeted this video in the first place, and thereafter, of course, they say that Mr. Raja, of course, is in the habit of making these type of statements against Hindus.
Well, absolutely. The BJP president K. Annamalai on Tamil Nadu has the first one who has come out and made an official statement about how angry he is regarding this speech made by A. Raja. Particularly, his tweet reads that the political discourse in Tamil Nadu is at a very sorry state, and the MP has yet again, he's mentioned very clearly that once again he's spewed hatred against one community with the sole aim of appeasing others, and he's also spoken about how unfortunate the mindset of these political leaders who think they own Tamil Nadu is, and this is the kind of stand that the Bharatiya Janata Party is taking at this point. BJP chief Annamalai's tweet very clearly says that it is a very, a speech was made solely to appease other community members by defaming and demeaning one particular community members, and that is exactly the kind of feelings that the people here attach to as well. And the AIADMK opposition party is yet to react on this, and we will have to wait and see how the DMK itself react to this, because even in the past there has been no such reactions from the DMK party itself when its leaders speak about any of these functions. They speak such controversial statements, and at the same time we can see that the Bharatiya Janata Party is of course very, very upset with this speech made by A. Raja, and since we know that it's not the first time that this kind of a speech is made, it's definitely making us creating a spark, and a huge verbal fight can also be expected between the parties, and following that, if at all A. Raja is giving out a reaction to his statement, a clarification to his statement, then definitely more outcome to this controversy can be expected from this whole scenario.
Right. Also, Varshini, if you can give us details of where these comments were made. I'm going to come back to you for that one. Let's once again quickly listen into the comments that A. Raja has made at an event that was organized by the DMK.
ஆனால் உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது இல்லை, நீ கிறிஸ்தவனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இஸ்லாமியாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ பர்சியனாக இல்லை என்றால், நீ இந்துவாகத்தான் இருக்க வேண்டும் என்று உச்சநீதிமன்றம் சொல்லுகிறது. இப்படிப்பட்ட கொடுமை வேறு எந்த நாட்டிலாவது உண்டா? இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை சூத்திரன், சூத்திரனாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ விபச்சாரியின் மகன், இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ பஞ்சவன், இந்துவாக இருக்கிற வரை நீ தீண்டத்தகாதவன். எத்தனை பேர் விபச்சாரி மகனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள், எத்தனை பேர் தீண்டத்தவனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள் என்கின்ற கேள்வியை உறக்க சொன்னால்தான் அது சனாதனத்தை முறியடிக்கின்ற அடிநாதமாக அமையும் என்பதை விடுதலையும் முரசொலியும் திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகம், திராவிடர் கழகம் எடுக்க வேண்டிய காலம் வந்துவிட்டது.
And Varshini, can you give us more details in terms of where this speech was made? Obviously, you know, these comments that are now being seen as being against Hinduism were made at an audience of DMK leaders.
Well, definitely, yes. It was a family function of a DMK functionary where the DMK leaders were present, and that is when...
All right, I'm going to have to interrupt you there. I'm just going to come back to you. Kovai Satyan of the AIADMK on the phone line with me. Kovai Satyan, good morning. Thank you for speaking to us. Now, how do you see these comments that have been made by A. Raja? This is, of course, not the first time that he has essentially spoken about the Hindu religion, and in a derogatory manner.
No, if one has to understand the intensity of A. Raja's talk, they should recall the history. For DMK and its leaders and its ideology revolves around concubine, extramarital affairs, degrading women, having as many affairs as polygamy. These are all there in the blood of DMK. It is a part of the Dravidian decay, Dravidian party's ideologies. They encourage. So Mr. Raja tying the same line is not new.
Right.
It's their culture. It's their blood. It's their culture.
Right. Also, Mr. Satyan, don't you think that, you know, someone who's from the ruling party in Tamil Nadu should essentially desist from making comments like this one? Because at the end of the day, the DMK is in government over there.
I say the point, ma'am. Everybody in TN understands the DK ideology, Dravidian, the parent of party of DMK. Everybody understands. Defaming Hindu beliefs and Hindu religion, defaming or degrading women, talking about polygamy, extramarital affairs. This is there in the blood. You cannot expect decorum, decency, or social responsibility from DMK leaders. Certainly not. And their leader will not have the spine to even condemn it. Mr. M.K. Stalin should have come out open and condemned this statement. Well, so far he has not done. He will not do. Even M.K. Stalin does not have the spine to condemn these kinds of statements made out in public.
All right, Mr. Satyan, appreciate your speaking to us on Republic TV. So that's the AIADMK leader saying that we are not perhaps going to hear from the DMK either, condemning this statement that's been seen to be made against Hindus. You are watching Republic TV. We step into a very short break. On the other side, we're bringing you more news, including reactions that are now coming out to the comments that have been made by A. Raja.
In a big development, the Ministry of Home Affairs has recommended CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's murder case. The MHA's move comes after Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant wrote to Union Home Minister Amit Shah seeking a probe by the CBI into the matter.
देखो, हमें ये प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली मर्डर लग रहा था और साथ में राजनीतिक मर्डर लग रहा था। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली हम लोगों ने खुद गोवा पुलिस के आने से पहले ही चेक कर लिए थे। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली दोनों चीज़ें सोनाली जी की सेफ हैं, तो ये पॉलिटिकल मर्डर ही है और इस वजह से ये सीबीआई को हैंडओवर नहीं कर रही थी गोवा पुलिस। जी सर्व खाप पंचायत जो हुई है सर्व जाति की, उसका बहुत ज़्यादा सरकार के ऊपर प्रभाव पड़ा है।
आप क्या मानते हैं?
जी, हमें पूरी उम्मीद है इसमें बहुत बड़े चेहरे उजागर होंगे अगर गोवा पुलिस ने सबूत नहीं मिटाए होंगे तो।
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है, लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है।
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है। बहुत अच्छे क्लूज भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनके बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो सीबीआई के पास दे देना चाहिए, तो फिर आज हम वो केस सीबीआई के पास दे रहे हैं।
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत
You're watching Live and Breaking, and in the headlines at this hour, open attack on Hinduism. DMK MP stokes fresh controversy, says destroy root of Sanatan Dharma. BJP hits out at DMK's appeasement. All eyes on the volatile situation in Bengal as the BJP commences challenge march. From Howrah to Durgapur, mega focus on nation's biggest political story. It's the BJP versus the TMC march fight now. DVAC raids across 26 locations in Tamil Nadu. 2 former AIADMK ministers raided. SI recruitment scam gets bigger. Multi-location CBI raids underway in Jammu. It's the mega political story of this hour. The BJP hiring 7 trains to bring its party members and supporters from different parts of West Bengal to join what it has termed Nabanna Abhijan, the march to the Secretariat. And these are visuals of what's happening there across the state, across various locations. Visuals from many railway stations as the BJP hires 7 trains to bring its workers and supporters for the Nabanna Abhijan, a rally to be taken out in protest against allegations of corruption against various members of the TMC government. And joining us now is our correspondent. We have with us Ishande, who's joining us from West Bengal. Ishande, give us a sense of what's happening. We are getting so many visuals from different railway stations. Earlier we spoke about how police and various other authorities trying to block that mega march of the BJP.
Well, I'm standing in front, I'm standing right now at the Howrah railway station. You know, the Howrah railway station is always a very busy railway station, but today, this Tuesday, Howrah railway station is even busier because you know that from several districts of West Bengal, different parts of West Bengal, the BJP supporters and workers are coming to this Howrah railway station through different trains. You can see the BJP supporters, booth level workers, the BJP's mandal presidents, and these types of grassroots level workers are here thronging in front of the camera of the public TV, and they are shouting slogans in front of in favor of the Nabanna Cholo Abhijan. You can see they are saying that Chor Dharo Jail Bharo, that means catch the thieves and fill up jail. of the correctional homes, the prisons. This is the slogan by shouting which these BJP workers are coming to Howrah station. They are gathering here, and from here they will move to Howrah Maidan area. And Shukanto Mujumdar, the state BJP president, who is now waiting at this railway station's guest house, he will lead the procession. Shukanto Mujumdar, these people who are thronging here, they I would request my VJ Wasim Ahmed to show you something else, because the BJP supporters who are coming from different districts from the morning, very early in the morning, they have started from their districts. That's why we never know whether they have got anything for their breakfast. That's why before going to the march, going to take part in the march, they are now having their lunch here at the Howrah railway station. The local BJP leadership, they have arranged this lunch for them, and you can see the shal leaves. They have got the plates on their hands made with shal leaves, and there is rice, there is vegetables, and there is dal. And with this, they are having their lunch right now. After this lunch, these BJP workers, and there was a long standing queue here, just where we are standing right now. Now the queue has come to a little shorter length, but a few minutes ago also there was a long standing queue here, because BJP workers are now leaving the Howrah station towards Howrah Maidan to take part in the procession, in the march towards Nabanna. That's why the crowd is becoming lighter here, but you can still see that how many BJP supporters and workers from different parts of West Bengal have already come here, and still they are crowding this railway station. And I would like to tell you that there will be 3 processions towards Nabanna, and 3 processions, 3 marches will be led by 3 topmost BJP leaders of West Bengal. One from Howrah Maidan will be led by Shukanto Mujumdar, the BJP state president. The second procession will be led by Shubhendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition, and that will start from Shatragachi, which is also very close to this Howrah station. And another procession will be led by Dilip Ghosh, the national vice president of BJP, who will lead his procession from College Square, which is at central Calcutta. So you can see that how much elated, with how much interest and all the BJP supporters have taken part here. And you can see the badges on their chest. The BJP supporters are wearing these badges on their chest. Here it is written that Nabanna Chalo. Nabanna Chalo means let's march towards Nabanna, the state secretariat. So this is the situation here, with intense interest and all. The BJP supporters, workers from many parts of West Bengal have come to Howrah. The same picture is there at Shialdah railway station, and though we are showing from yesterday evening that from at many parts of West Bengal, that is in North Bengal, in the Western Bengal, in Midnapur, in Alipurduar, in Coach Bihar, in Tuffanganj, in many areas, police is creating pickets, police is putting up barricades to stop the BJP supporters to board the special trains meant for this Nabanna Abhijan. Police is stopping the BJP the vehicles borne with BJP supporters and workers. At many parts there are police barricading, but breaking all those barricades, breaking through all those obstacles, the BJP supporters and workers have thronged in Howrah station in large numbers, you can see, and all the supporters who have come here all are not present right now here, because many have left for the spot from where the marches will start. But this is the situation here in West Bengal, and as Shukanto Mujumdar a little while ago were exclusively saying to us that the Nabanna Abhijan was only Kolkata centric, but the non-cooperation and the obstructions by the police and administration has scattered it throughout West Bengal, in every district of West Bengal, in every block of West Bengal. The police and the administrative officials are being gheraoed by the BJP supporters, BJP workers. So the Nabanna Abhijan is a grand success. This is the claim of the BJP leadership in West Bengal right now. But officially at 1 p.m. the processions, the marches are to be started from 3 different points. One led by Shukanto Mujumdar, one led by Dilip Ghosh, another led by Shubhendu Adhikari. So we have to see how many of these BJP supporters and workers who are coming from different districts can reach out to those three spots. That is Howrah Maidan, that is Satragachi, and that is College Square in Kolkata. How many can reach them? How many can gather them? And from those spots, from those gathering points, how long, how far they can march ahead towards Nabanna. We have to see this because inside Kolkata also there is huge number of police deployment, huge number of police picketings, and almost permanent picketings, permanent structure like picketings, barricades are being also put up because digging the streets, police is putting up the barricades there so that those barricades cannot be broken at any circumstances. So what happens next, how far these BJP supporters can march ahead, we have to see these, and we can apprehend from these pictures that there might be a big showdown between the BJP workers and the police because the BJP workers are determined to march ahead towards Nabanna and police is even more determined to stop them beforehand. So what happens? We are always watching on the situation and we are going to give you minute-to-minute update. Back to the studio.
Well, Ishan Dev, we'd like to hear from the supporters themselves. Even as we are hearing the kind of slogans that they are shouting, we'd like to hear about their understanding of the protests that they are holding, of the march that they are holding. It's one of the biggest political face-offs today, the Nabanna Abhijan, as you're telling us. We'd like to hear from them, from the voices of the people there, voices of party workers. What are their demands?
There is huge noise here. You can see, and I did not get your question properly. So if you could repeat your question precisely once more.
Right, Ishan Dev, if you can hear me now.
If you could repeat your question precisely once more.
Ishan Dev, what are the BJP party workers saying about their protest? How do they look at this protest? How do they look at the allegations of corruption? What do they understand about the Nabanna Abhijan?
They are saying that chor dharo, jail bharo, that means exactly. They are saying that they're shouting slogans in favor of BJP. They are saying samne kara BJP, pichone kara BJP. That means who are at the front of this movement against TMC, that is BJP, who are at the backward, they are at the BJP. At every side there is BJP, and BJP is going to lead this movement against corruption and scam in West Bengal. They're shouting these slogans, and you can see the badges on around their neck. They're calling for Nabanna Chalo. This is he is also coming from a district, and here is a badge at his neck. Nabanna Chalo, chor dhorte awaj tolo. So they are saying that to catch the thieves, shout high pitch, catch the thieves, shout high in high pitch voice, and move towards Nabanna. They are shouting that chor dharo jail bharo. That means catch the thieves and fill the prisons. And they are shouting slogans against Pishi and Bhaipo. That means Pishi means Mamata Banerjee and his nephew Abhishek Banerjee. So these are the slogans being shouted here by BJP supporters, BJP workers, and you can see how much energetic they are. You know that throughout West Bengal we have shown those visuals that throughout West Bengal these BJP workers and supporters were being obstructed. But they have found out different streets, different avenues. Some through lanes, through by-lanes, they have evaded the police barricadings. Some have reached the railway stations or bus stoppages by crossing the paddy fields, the agricultural fields, and thus they have starting from the early morning. They are now at the Howrah station, and still they are not tired. Still they are shouting in a very energetic way. They are shouting slogans in a very energetic way. And they are now ready to march ahead towards Howrah Maidan because all the processions which are coming to this Howrah station, they will go and gather at Howrah Maidan. And the state President Subramanian Modi will lead this procession towards Nabanna. And from both the sides of Nabanna. Two processions are coming. One from Satragachi, one from Howrah Maidan. The Howrah Maidan led by Sukant Mujumdar, and the Satragachi procession will be led by Shuvendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition. And from central Kolkata, another procession led by Dilip Ghosh, the national vice president of BJP, will march ahead towards Nabanna. But everywhere in Howrah and Kolkata, police barricadings are there, police pickets are there. As you know, that the Howrah Police Commissionerate has already declared this program as illegal. So they are in no way in any mood to allow these BJP workers and supporters to march ahead towards Nabanna. So police barricades and pickets are put up everywhere. So how much they can go forward, how long, how far this march will go forward, these processions will go forward, there is many kinds of apprehensions regarding that, but that is not making any kind of dent in the energy level of this BJP workers. You can see.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will chair a key meet of the Board of Trade to discuss ways to bolster country's exports today. A special court is set to hear Satyendra Jain's bail plea today. Delhi Cabinet Minister Satyendra Jain is in the dock in graft charges. As BJP is gearing up for making its Nabanna march a success, a massive row between the BJP and TMC has erupted in West Bengal. Meanwhile, the police has declared 3 major rallies that are by the BJP top BJP leaders as illegal. In a big development, the Ministry of Home Affairs has recommended CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's murder case. The MHA's move comes after Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant wrote to Union Home Minister Amit Shah seeking a probe by the CBI into the matter.
देखो, हमें ये प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली मर्डर लग रहा था और साथ में राजनीतिक मर्डर लग रहा था। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली हम लोगों ने खुद गोवा पुलिस के आने से पहले ही चेक कर लिए थे। प्रॉपर्टी और फाइनेंशियली दोनों चीज़ें सोनाली जी की सेफ हैं, तो ये पॉलिटिकल मर्डर ही है और इस वजह से ये सीबीआई को हैंडओवर नहीं कर रही थी गोवा पुलिस। जी सर्व खाप पंचायत जो हुई है सर्व जाति की, उसका बहुत ज़्यादा सरकार के ऊपर प्रभाव पड़ा है।
आप क्या मानते हैं?
जी, हमें पूरी उम्मीद है इसमें बहुत बड़े चेहरे उजागर होंगे अगर गोवा पुलिस ने सबूत नहीं मिटाए होंगे तो।
Rahul Gandhi has started his yatra all the way from Kanyakumari, has now reached Thiruvananthapuram.
ये काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर का 4 नंबर गेट है, लगातार सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पर बढ़ती जा रही है।
Big victory for the Hindu side because the court has said that this particular petition by the Hindu side is maintainable.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में यानी हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर
West Bengal.
And these are visuals from Howrah railway station. As we've been telling you since the story broke, the BJP has hired 7 trains to bring its party members and supporters from different parts of West Bengal to join its Nabanna Abhijan, the march to the Secretariat, Nabanna Cholo. And joining us now is Ishan De from Howrah railway station, who's covering the story. Ishan, you were telling us and showing us those visuals of the crowds of party workers and supporters at Howrah railway station. It's over to you once again to take us through the atmosphere there and what party workers feel about this campaign against corruption that the BJP is waging right now in West Bengal.
Exactly, this is the situation here. You can see the BJP supporters. They are shouting slogans. They are saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai. They are shouting Chor Dharo, Jail Bharo. Rallies, catch the thieves and fill the prisons. So you know that this Nabanna Chalo, Nabanna Abhiyan has been called by BJP against the election scams and several corruption cases in West Bengal. There is a coal scam. There is a there is a teachers recruitment scam. There are many scams in West Bengal right now. On the buzz around this scam, allegations. So BJP has called for this Nabanna Abhiyan against these scams, against these allegations, and the BJP supporters are coming to the city through this Howrah station, through Shialda station, and through roads from many other areas through vehicles. Though the vehicles are being stopped at many districts allegedly, and we have shown those visuals also that BJP supporters are being obstructed by the police to board the trains at different stations. BJP supporters with their vehicles are being obstructed by the police, but still many of them, in thousands in numbers, they have reached the Howrah station, reached the Shialda station, and they are now marching ahead towards the Howrah Maidan, from where the Shukanto Mujumdar, the BJP state president, will lead the procession. I would like to inform you.
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with a money laundering case. She was stopped at the Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad. France Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs Catherine Colonna will be on a 3-day visit to India, during which she will hold talks with her counterpart S. Jaishankar on bilateral, regional and international issues of mutual interest.
बड़ा फैसला ज्ञानवापी को लेकर सामने आया है, यानी इस पूरे विवाद पर सुनवाई जारी रहेगी।
मुस्लिम पक्ष अब इस पूरे मामले को लेकर हाई कोर्ट का रुख करेगा।
People who are coming here to offer prayers are saying that very soon their sentiments would be respected and a grand temple would be constructed.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal will chair a key meet of the Board of Trade to discuss ways to bolster country's exports today. A special court is set to hear Satyendra Jain's bail plea today. Delhi Cabinet Minister Satyendra Jain is in the dock in graft charges. As BJP is gearing up for making its Nabanna march a success, a massive row between the BJP and TMC has erupted in West Bengal. Meanwhile, the police has declared 3 major rallies that are by the BJP or top BJP leaders as illegal. In a big development, the Ministry of Home Affairs has recommended CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's murder case. The MHA's move comes after Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant wrote to Union Home Minister Amit Shah seeking a probe by the CBI into the matter.
देखो हमें ये
So you can see here the BJP supporters from the Howrah station. They are marching ahead. They are marching ahead towards Howrah Maidan. We are in front of this procession. Such processions are a very, very familiar thing to today since morning at Howrah station. You know this Howrah station is a very busy railway station. This Howrah station is a very busy railway station, and today this station is even more busier because these BJP supporters and workers from several parts of West Bengal, from different districts of West Bengal, they are coming to Howrah. So they are shouting slogans. They are saying Bharat Mata ki Jai. They are saying the Chor Bharo, Jail Bharo, and they are determined. They are saying that they are determined to move towards Nabanna. The barricadings were everywhere. The police picketings were everywhere. But BJP workers are determined to reach to the spots designated to start marches towards Nabanna. And you know there are three major rallies to be organized by this BJP leadership. Three topmost leaders of BJP, Sukanta Mujumdar, Shubhendu Adhikari and Dilip Ghosh, will lead these processions, and Sukanta Mujumdar will lead the procession from Howrah Maidan. So those workers who are coming to this Howrah station, they will go directly to Howrah Maidan. And those coming from Midnapur West, Midnapur East and from Jhargram districts, those workers are gathering there at Satragachi. Shubhendu Adhikari will lead the procession from Satragachi. So this is the situation here, you can see. So this is the situation here, and I would like to inform you that Sukanta Mujumdar, the state BJP president, he is staying here at the railway guest house here, and I would like to tell Wasim Ahmed, my VJ, to show that here is the guest house, and you can see the security arrangements around it at the third floor of this guest house. So we are coming back to all updates, to minute-to-minute updates of this situation. But before that, we'll move into a short break. After the short break, we are coming back to the minute-to-minute updates of this BJP program, which is going to stall whole West Bengal today.
Responding to the approval of CBI probe into Sonali Phogat's death case, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the Goa police will hand over the investigation to the CBI and cooperate with the investigation.
हमें उस केस में हमारे पुलिस के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है और डेफिनेटली दे बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा है. बहुत अच्छे क्लूज भी उनको मिले हैं, लेकिन लोगों के डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए और उनके बेटी की कंटिन्यूसली डिमांड ध्यान में रखते हुए मैंने प्रेस मीडिया में भी बाकी भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट की है कि वो सीबीआई के पास दे देना चाहिए. तो फिर आज हम वो केस सीबीआई के पास दे रहे हैं.
Sonali Phogat case, state government has decided to hand over the case to Central Bureau of Investigation.
जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर वक्त बढ़ता जा रहा है, हलचल वाराणसी कोर्ट के बाहर बहुत तेज होती जा रही है.
उत्तर प्रदेश के सभी 75 जिलों को आज आने वाले फैसले को लेकर के अलर्ट पर रखा गया है.
Roundup of news and brief from across the country. TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee's sister-in-law was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for 7 hours in connection with a money laundering case. She was stopped at the Kolkata airport after she allegedly tried to travel abroad.
West Bengal BJP leaders, BJP workers are gathering around, and they started for Kolkata. Huge number of police personnel had been deployed in Satragachi as well as in College Square and Howrah Maidan. Dilip Ghosh, Vice President of BJP, he will lead a march from College Square.
It's an open attack on Hinduism. The DMK MP stokes a fresh controversy, says destroy the root of Sanatan Dharma. The BJP hits out at the DMK, says stop the appeasement. Protests, detentions and a showdown, all eyes are on the volatile situation in West Bengal. From Howrah to Durgapur, mega focus on the nation's biggest political story as the BJP roars, Nabanna chalo. Massive crackdown on corruption. 2 former AIADMK ministers in 26 locations are raided. Good afternoon. You're watching Live and Breaking on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. We head straight across to the situation that's unfolding in West Bengal as the political standoff between the BJP and the TMC reaches a fever pitch. We are bringing you pictures from 4 locations currently: Durgapur, Birbhum, Sialda and Howrah. Now, these are locations from which a large number of BJP workers are participating in the rally, which will culminate at Nabanna, which of course is the main hub of the West Bengal government in Kolkata. Now, it is of course a very big day in West Bengal as the BJP and its leaders and workers are marching in large numbers to the state secretariat in a bid to build pressure on the ruling TMC. They say the BJP, of course, alleges that there is widespread corruption in the TMC, and this rally is being seen largely as an anti-corruption rally that's being held by the BJP. Let me go across to Bhaskar, who's bringing us the latest on this. Bhaskar, good afternoon. Bhaskar, give us a sense of the overall situation. Now, there were 3 vantage points and 3 rallies which were actually supposed to converge on to the secretariat. How is that going? And we're, of course, hearing of a large number of detentions that are already happening. I'm going to come to you, Bhaskar, but also joining us right now is Ishan. He's at Howrah as well. Bhaskar, to you first.
Well, Nupur, good afternoon. And right now I'm in Satragachi, from where one of the 3 rallies would begin to end towards the Nabanna. But in Satragachi, as we can see, there is a huge barricade set up by the police, as the Howrah City Police, Howrah Police Commissioner and Kolkata Police denied permission to this Nabanna Abhijan, which is against the corruption organized by the main opposition party in Bengal, BJP. And now also on the other side, at one side there is a huge barricade, and on the other side I would like to show you with my video journalist Mohit that there is a huge deployment of police personnel, and water cannons had been brought here by the police personnel, and anti-riot vehicle was also set by the police personnel to ensure that no BJP workers should cross this barricade and march towards the administrative headquarters Nabanna. And from the very beginning, we are showing live images from various parts of West Bengal, and the BJP leaders, they also alleging that the police personnel are detaining illegally BJP workers in various parts of West Bengal, be it Kuch Bihar, be it Purulia, be it Jhargram, or be it in North 24 Parganas.
All right.
In various
parts, I'm going to
BJP
have to interrupt you, Mr. Dilip Ghosh, on the phone line with us. Mr. Ghosh, do you feel perhaps there is disproportionate use of force that's being done even as we speak? Because the attempt seems to be to stop essentially any sort of protest. And at the end of the day, protest is something that should be allowed for in a democracy. Don't you feel that?
देखिए, लोकतंत्र में प्रोटेस्ट डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ये आम बात है,
लोकतांत्रिक ढंग से कोई अभियान आंदोलन कर सकता है, हम वही कर रहे हैं। यहाँ जो सरकार है, सरकार ऊपर से नीचे तो भ्रष्टाचार से लिप्त है। उनके नेता मंत्री एमएलए सब डूबे हैं भ्रष्टाचार। लोग इस